Good people. They're good. I mean, now I'm saying something good, and still, you're probably still accusing me of stereotyping somebody.
Hi there, fellow horny pervs. If you enjoyed those clips with the salacious and beautiful Flower Tushy, then make sure you tune in soon, because coming soon to Howard TV is the full Inside the Porn Actor Studio with Flower Tushy.
I was out in the kitchen with a broom and a mop. I was listening to Shop and Swap. I thought I'd turn the volume up and get me a deal. Bart, got a load of wood. Sure burns good. Got a load of wood.
Hey, how are you today? Did you have a good weekend? Big day today. Boy, good morning. You're on Swap and Shop.
Good morning, Bart. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I was just wondering, who sings that song about you? That's a cute little song there at the beginning.
That's Charlie Pitts, the singing barber here in town.
Oh, well, you know what? I want my grandson to hear that. Can you just play that again real quick?
Well, I can't play it right now, but we'll...
I'm just hoping you could play it again real quick.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get just a little bit of it here.
Bart, need Mustang parts. I got a car. Car won't start.
There you go, just a little taste of Charlie there.
Why'd you stop it?
We'll get more of it maybe tomorrow.
Go ahead and play the rest, pretty please. Can you play more of the song?
It had to be his Charlie fix for the day. It is a neat song. It really is. Good morning. You're on Swap and Shop. How are you today?
Good morning, Bart.
Good morning.
I have to agree with that old lady. That is a great song.
I tell you, it is amazing how people have remembered it over the years.
Bart, if you don't mind, I'd like to take a crack at that song.
Okay.
Okay. Bart, I got a ball from Tom Seaver. It smells like fish because it was stuck in my wife's beaver.
Okay. Good morning. You're on Swap and Shop.
Bart?
Yes?
I got something for sale.
Okay.
I got a washing machine and a garbage pail.
Oh, fantastic. And we have some folks playing games with us today. They think it's funny to have our lines all tied up now. And you'll beat them to their little game there. Good morning. How are you today?
Bart?
Hey.
Please play that song, because when I hear your name, I stroke my slump.
You're continuing to call, and we're going to continue to hang up on you. You go out and play in the traffic. Good morning. You're on Swap and Shop.
Hello, Bart.
Well, good morning. How are you today?
I'm selling seeds for your lawn.
Seeds for my lawn.
And an old butt plug.
Selling what did you say?
With a bunch of gay porn.
Okay. That is our Sirius friend. They're calling in from Sirius Satellite. I'm not sure why. Good morning. You're on Swap and Shop.
Bart?
Yes, sir.
You got a deal you can't miss. I'm selling my grandpa's pants because they smell like piss.
Wow. I tell you, I thought that was a real surprise. Boy. We have time for one more call, and that is you. You're on Swap and Shop. How are you today?
Bart, what do you think of this cold?
I think it's cold. Absolutely.
I got 3 used quilts and 2 black dildos.
Wow. That's the same. By the way, we do have your phone number, and we do have some information about you, and a picture of you on the Internet, as a matter of fact. So don't call again. And that's going to do it for our program today. We thank you for listening. Hope you have a super rest of the day.
Bart, I got 4 ponies. I need to get rid of them. I've had them for sale for about 4 years now.
Hello there, Swap and Shop. Can I help you?
Great show. I have something for sale.
Yes.
I have a $25 gift certificate for Tim Hortons Coffee, and I would like $50 for that.
Well, who's going to pay $50 for a $25 gift certificate?
Well, hopefully there's somebody out there. It's a nice card. It's nice and shiny. It's brand new.
Oh, really?
I like to make a profit on it.
Well, I'm sure you would.
All righty, so let's put that up, please, for $50.
If you want, I don't care.
Would you like to buy it yourself?
No. Yeah, well, I think I'd be doing a little bargaining on that one. I don't think I'd be paying full price for it.
All righty.
Well, thanks a lot for your call. At least you kept me entertained today.
Well, I don't
don't understand the entertainment. I'm just looking to make a buck like anybody else.
Oh, I don't mind. Listen, you can charge anything you want for anything. If someone's willing to pay it, I'm more than happy to put you on the radio.
All righty. Can you read that back to me, please?
No.
Why is that?
Well, I didn't type it down.
Oh, well, let's go through that again. It's
No, I don't think so. I think we're going to get on to real people now. Thanks for the call, though. It was entertaining.
I'm as
Bye-bye.
real as they come.
Hi there, Swap and Shop. Can I help you today?
Oh, hi, good morning. I got 4 shiny new quarters,
Okay, gotcha.
and I'm asking $57 for that.
Okay, sure.
And I was going to take 90, but I'm feeling a little friendly today.
Oops, I think we lost that one. Hi there, Swap and Shop. Can I help you?
Gallon of gas, $200.
Hey, listen, Sal, Richard, whichever one of you are here, I don't mind you calling once in a while, but if you're going to call, at least call with the accent from the place you're calling from. I mean, please,
What are you
guys.
talking about?
Anyway,
I'm going to sell a gallon of gas for $200. Put it up.
Anyway, thanks a lot for calling. I do appreciate the call. Like I said, I need a good laugh sometimes in the morning, and you're certainly providing me with one. So take it easy, and I hope it's not raining where you are. Hello, Swap and Shop. Can I help you?
Yeah, those pole smokers, Richard and Sal, don't you put up with them pranksters.
Oh, my God, you guys are good. Most people can't get through that fast, but you guys are just lickety-split. Thanks a lot for calling again. And believe me, they're not going to bother me that much. And if you get a chance, say hi to Howard for us. Thanks a lot.
Hello.
Bye-bye.
Afternoon, you're caller 21. You're on radio. You're on the air.
Good afternoon. I have 48 to 20 roll top desk, golden oak, and I'm asking $30. And somebody wants it, they can zoom me down,
You think so?
as they say in the vernacular.
All right.
And then the number you can reach me at is 76.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. You're caller 22. You're on radio. You're on the air.
Well, Artie, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How about you, sir?
Good, good. You sound great. Show's really good.
Thank you so much.
Hey, listen, just between me and you, I know you're broadcasting on the radio, and you had a fella on before. You just got to be careful. He's talking about, he used the phrase Jew down, and that comes off anti-Semitic, and I don't want us Christians coming off that way.
I understand that. I'm sorry that happened.
Fred, tell him we love the Jews. We watch Seinfeld and eat bagels every morning. I got it, Edel.
Yeah, well, I think his item should be removed because we don't...
We drink that Jew wine made of shivets, Fred. Tell him.
That's right. We drink Jew wine, Manischewitz, and us Christians don't believe in condemning the Jews like that, and I'm not saying that fella did that, but Jewing down somebody, that is real, that's disgraceful.
Tell him about Morty Goldberg, a Jewish accountant. We love him.
He's a wonderful accountant, Jewish fella.
Hey, we're going to reserve that for another time. I'll take a little break here. Back in about 3.5 minutes with more of your phone calls when radio returns.
Do we have any calls?
Well, good afternoon, and welcome into Tradio. And good afternoon, you're our first caller today on Tradio. You're on the air.
How you doing, bud?
Hey, Rick, how's it going?
Well, good. I'm glad. Well, I could put the there, and but if anybody's interested in these, they can give me a call at 9.
Now, what was this again, Rick?
And you've got I've got the general, and I also have and anybody interested, they can give me a call at 9.
Okay, now we
and I've got for sale.
Rick, gotta go. Okay, Rick, gotta go.
You can reach me at 6.
Thanks, Rick. Gotta go. Good afternoon. You're caller number 2. You're on Tradio. You're on the air.
Hello, Mr. Sir.
Hey, Rick, again.
Somebody called me for one of those papers, and I lost the number. If you'll call me back, I'll get one to you.
Okay, now, Rick, what is it you got for sale?
I've got the papers that go with it.
What are you talking about?
And I've got for sale, and you reach me at 9.
Okay, thanks, Rick. Good afternoon. You're caller 3. You're on Tradio. You're on the air.
Andrew.
Hey, Rick.
I have not been on that radio station today. I heard somebody call in, and you was calling them Rick, and I heard them even give my phone number.
Okay, it sounded like you though, Rick. I'm sorry.
Well, that's all right. No, that's no problem. I would just like whoever who did it come in and admit it to me, but bring an ambulance, because you ain't going to be able to walk out.
All right, Rick. I appreciate you calling and letting me know, okay?
Okay, bud.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. You're caller 4. You're on Tradio. You're on the air.
Boy, them are fighting around today, aren't they?
I'm telling you.
How you doing, bud?
Doing good. How about you?
No, I'm doing all right. Andy.
Yeah.
And you've got, I've got the general, and I also have,
Good afternoon. You're caller 5. You're on Tradio. You're on the air.
Andrew.
Hey, Rick. How you doing?
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great.
I would just like whoever who did it come in and admit it to me, but bring an ambulance, because you ain't going to be able to walk out.
Okay, let's forget it. It's already done, over and done with, okay?
I have not been on that radio station today.
No, okay. I believe you.
I heard somebody call in, and you was calling them Rick.
We'll say what now?
And you've got, I've got the general, and I also have, and anybody.
However, I shall return with more of your phone calls when Tradio returns.
Welcome back. We've got a couple minutes left with Virginia's Lieutenant Governor Bill Bolling. If you have a question or comment for the Lieutenant Governor, back to the phones. Good morning. You're on the air with Lieutenant Governor.
Hello, I'm on hold to speak to the governor, please.
Lieutenant Governor Bolling is right here.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I thought I was still on the hotline there.
No, you're on the air, sir.
Oh, gee, hold on. My wife has it. Ethel, the governor's on the phone. My wife's, she's coming. She's got the question. I apologize.
That's okay.
We love you, Governor. Jesus Christ, get up the toilet. The governor's waiting for you. I'm coming, Fred. Hold on, here she comes.
All right. It's the...
Christ, hurry up. Hold on, here she... Grab the paper. I got the paper. Here.
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Here we go. Here she is. Hold on. Hello? Is he still there?
Yes, Ethel.
Oh, hi. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, hi, Governor. I want to ask
All right, it's the
you...
Lieutenant Governor. What's your question?
I got it written down here. Dozen eggs, meow mix, Metamucil. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. I got the wrong paper. Fred, you gave me the grocery list. You grabbed the wrong paper, you dumbass.
No, I'll tell you what, you go ahead and put everything together, and we'll get back to you. The time is 10:30.
Americans like to spy on Americans, like to use illegal wiretappings to invade our privacy. Democrats protect the privacy of Americans, because that's what Democrats do. Do you see where I'm going here, folks? What's the mystery with the Democrats' message? Okay. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Oh, I'm doing great. Love your show.
Thank you.
Hey, I had a quick question.
Sure.
Hello?
I'm here. What's the question?
What's your position on goats?
Oh, my goodness. See, that's what we got to get beyond, folks.
I dreamed I was there in hillbilly heaven.
Oh, boy, that's a good one, too, by the late, great Tex Ritter. Hillbilly Heaven. Man, that was a good one. Good morning, Swap and Shop.
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
All right. Thank you.
I'm here with my wife, Ethel. Hi, Jim. And we just want to say that, you know, we go through the Internet. We've been on Craigslist. We check the classifieds, and we've never found a situation where there's a swap right on the radio. So we're really excited about this.
Well, thank you so much for listening.
Well, you're very welcome. And we'd like to do some swapping today, if that's okay.
All right.
We're primarily looking for other couples to swap. Ethel likes African Americans. Yeah.
Oh, boy. And good morning, Swap and Shop.
Yes, I got a black rooster for sale.
A black rooster?
Yeah, and my number's 14.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye now. Good morning, Swap and Shop.
I had a quick number to ask for the guy that said he had the rooster for sale.
Yes.
I'm looking for a black cock.
Well, good morning, Swap and Shop.
Good morning, Jim. How are you?
Doing fine. You okay?
I'm a bit confused today. I love your show. I've been listening for quite a while. What exactly is going on today? Is this true that is there a couple swingers swap?
Okay. And good morning, Swap and Shop.
Good morning.
Good morning.
As far as music, Boxcar Willie.
Oh, yes, I love that Boxcar Willie. We lost him way too early.
Yeah, he's a good one.
He surely was. Well, thank you so much for the memories.
All right, thanks.
Okay, bye now. All right. And good morning, Swap and Shop.
Yeah, good morning. That fella was just having memories of Boxcar Willie.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be interested in that fella putting his Willie in my box, actually, if I can get his number.
Ooh. Okay, let's see who we have here. Good morning, Swap and Shop.
I'd like to make a good, clean comment if I could.
All right.
We don't need that on that.
You are right. Some people, that shows their stupidity. I don't know why they speak up in short.
Well, I mean, that's a good program. It's the best one I've ever heard, and people like that just run it for everybody else.
They do, and I appreciate your comments on that. It does show their stupidity, I tell you.
But you need to get a caller ID, and people do that right there, just go up and prosecute them.
You're right there. Exactly.
Well.
But anyway, thanks for the call. Good morning, Swap and Shop.
Well, good morning, Jim. How are you?
Doing okay. Yourself?
Good. This is Lester Green. It's a pleasure to be on the show. I'm looking to swap my big black penis with that couple that called in so they can give me a call. I appreciate it. I didn't know you guys swap couples.
But, and that's going to be our last call. Good day, everyone.
I dreamed I was there.
You're listening to the legendary Inspiration Station.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into Tradio. And good afternoon, you're our first caller on Tradio. You're on the air.
Andy, how you doing, bud?
Doing good. What you got?
I have a Black & Decker 2-slice toaster. I really don't know the price. I got it as a gift, and I'll give you the serial number if anybody's listening, if they got a pen handy.
Okay.
It's 7, Z as in zebra, 5 again, 6, 0, 0, and then the letter P as in Peter, 2, 4, 3, 1, 1, W as in wagon.
Okay, all right, let's...
He woke up.
So hold off on the serial number until they call you, okay?
Well, yeah, I'm almost done here. I just got 8, 009862.
I just need your the price and the telephone number.
Okay, and then G as in George.
Sir, okay, this is
75.
Okay, if they want to know, they'll call you. Now let me have your number and
yeah, I'll finish the number like you said. It's 23, and it's LL. T is in I guess Tommy.
That is enough.
78.
I need your telephone number.
The number, yeah. G is in George.
Okay, that's enough. Good afternoon. You're caller number 2. You're on Tradio. You're on the air.
Howdy, Andy.
How you doing, sir?
Jeez, that guy with the toaster sounded like one of those hippies who toasted his brain on grass.
We won't go any further.
Well, enough of this tomfoolery, Andy. What was the serial number for the toaster he had? I got the 7 and the G for Gerald and the 9s and 4, 10, 10.
And
it's over. Show's over.
I'll take a little break here. Back in about 3.5 minutes when Tradio returns.
It is auction time already.
Hey, well, all right, sir. Open the gate and let them out and walk them, boys. Here we come, a lot number.
And of course, always a favorite, Taco Tico gift certificate. That's a $30 gift certificate. We already have a lot of calls. Let's get to them. Radio auction.
Yeah, hi. What's the opening bid on the Mike Morales underwear party tickets?
Oh. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Here's my new rule. Call in, tell me your name. If I don't recognize your name or I don't believe you, I'm hanging up. New rule. Radio auction.
Yeah, Taco Tico, what's that at?
22, next bid's 24. It's a $30 value.
I'll make it for 27.
27, who's this?
Lee.
What's your last name?
Lee Canada.
Oh. Okay.
Radio auction.
$28 on the hemorrhoid massage, please.
And, oops, hold on a second. Radio auction.
Hey, JD Quick Burger, please.
Okay, it's a $30 gift certificate. Do you want to start at 18?
Oh, 18 will be perfect.
Who's this?
This is Drew. Drew Peanutsack.
I do appreciate everybody's patience. Be sure and give me your first and last name right away, or guess what? I'm hanging up on you.
Good for you.
I'm just going to hang up.
Good for you.
Radio auction.
Yeah, I'd like to bid $5 on the first person to turn in them 2 jerks to keep calling in.
I'll raise it to $10.
Here we go.
I'll throw in 20, and I'm pretty tight, so that's it.
Yeah. Hey, guys, it ain't funny. I don't know who you are, but I bet somebody's going to turn you in.
Uh-oh.
Well, I appreciate it. And we do have...
I'm sorry, Lisa. This is a bunch of crap.
Hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Lisa.
Radio auction.
Hi, this is Anita. I want to make a bid for Hometown Tires.
Anita, what's your last name?
Rim job?
Guess what?
With the trivia question for today, what popular term was invented by comedian Rodney Dangerfield in a 1968 joke about his dad? Let's just go to the phones and see who might know. Hello, trivia.
You're going to wind up taking a nice drink.
No, it's not right.
Whatever, dude.
Trivia.
Doesn't feel good. Go ahead and now.
Trivia.
Redheaded stepchild?
No, that's not right. Who knows? Invented this term in a joke he told in 1968. Trivia.
Maslow Ghaziewick?
No, that's not right.
That was Evil Dave.
Should have put my brain in gear before opening mouth.
Hello, trivia.
Musculature.
No, it's not right. Hello, trivia.
Who's in skin butts?
Let's go to the phones. Hello, trivia.
4 inches is fine.
No, it's not right.
Asshole.
Call. Trivia.
A workaholic.
That's it. He said my dad was a workaholic. Every time he thought about work, he got...
All right, we got that off. I got some very interesting stuff here. I got a flash. Hello?
Yeah, you know how you're always asking for scientists and people to work for NASA to call in?
Yeah.
Well, I actually worked for NASA for 3 years. 97 to the year 2000.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but I got kicked out because they caught me moon rock.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Oh, I got a call, but screwing a moon rock. I'm telling you, my audience, it's following me. I can't take it. All right, now what do I got for you here? All right, I'll pick it up. All right, how are you?
Harvey, how you doing?
I don't know. I'll find out. Tell me.
Hey, I'm a scientist. I work in near Manhattan.
All right.
I got a slight problem. I got my cock stuck in a beaker.
All right. Well, what is it about this show here? This show is scientific. I want doctors. Are you a...
Former WWE diva Tiffany was supposed to wrestle out on the West Coast against cheerleader Melissa, and there's been some speculation that she may show up in TNA. So, you know.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what to say about that, except thanks for your unwanted comment. The stuff I think should be really, as far as the things we go forward.
Excuse me, I missed what you said.
I just think, with the way things are kind of going, man, I think it should be, and to kind of see how. We got one more caller we're going to try. This is the real deal.
Hey, how you doing, guys? What was up with that buffoon talking about that goblin nonsense, idiot?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, man. So, what kind of interesting stuff do you have going on today?
You know, I'm a big fan of the classic wrestlers, and I wanted to ask you, whatever happened to the tag team duo, John the Boy Toucher Hine and Gary the Sleeper Delabate? What happened to those two?
Trip, do you have any knowledge of these guys? Because it's a little bit
these guys had a great move. Gary would jump into the ring and take a nap while he was supposed to be doing his job wrestling. And then John the Boy Toucher Hine would run into the audience and start groping all little boys, grabbing their penises and whatnot until the cops came. It seems like we lost that caller.
Oh, you didn't lose him. But, Trip, man, yeah, I'm not sure what's up with these callers today, man. I think these wrestling fans have lost their mind this morning.
Racial profiling or ethnic profiling. If someone looks a certain way, then that would be reasonable enough suspicion to detain them, and that's the main concern.
You are watching Caribbean Classroom. Yes, caller, good evening, and welcome to Caribbean Classroom. What's your question or your comment, please?
Yes, hi. Thanks for having me on your show. You just mentioned racial profiling, and unfortunately, I was recently the victim of being racially profiled. I am a very light-skinned African-American man, and I was at a department store in Brooklyn. Okay. And I'm not usually racially profiled because I'm so light-skinned, but I'm also a bicyclist, and and I had my bicycle shorts on, and they knew I was African American because they could see my huge 19-inch veiny black purple-headed mule pecker, and they started following me around and started tugging at my Johnson to get me out of the store, my huge 19-inch Johnson.
I got another Johnson for you. Meet me after the show. Pick up the caller ID for me, please. Pick up the caller ID.
He's going to go looking for it.
Anyway.
Well, if you're in a department store and you're being followed, I mean, don't
entertain that.
But a good tactic is to say...
No, don't entertain that. This is somebody who has nothing to do.
Okay.
And we're providing entertainment for him. So he figured, well, this is where he has to come in with that. No, let's go back to we have... I'm sorry, you wanted to say something. No. I have a call. Do I have a call? Yes, I got a call. Hold on. Let's take this phone call. Yes, caller. Good evening and welcome to Caribbean Classroom.
Yes, hello. First of all, I want to say thank you for hanging up on that disgusting pig with that big purple Johnson. That wasn't necessary. And secondly, let's get back to the subject here of racial profiling. Okay. And speaking of racial profiling, can you turn to the camera so I can see your profile? Because I just poured some Caribbean jerk sauce all over my crotch, and I'm jacking my cock off to you like a man.
All right, start him off. One time is too many. All right. Partner, go someplace else and play with yourself. Go in the bathroom, get a piece of soap and play with yourself in the bathroom. I mean, we're trying to do a show here and inform people about serious matters, not you trying to joke off on the television. Come on, what's the matter with you? You have nothing better to do? All right. But anyway, let's stay focused. You have another call? Yeah, bring it in, please. Good evening, caller. Welcome to Caribbean Classroom. Your question or your comment, please.
I'm sorry, you caught me at a bad time. The phone cord's wrapped around my African-American mule pecker.
All right, knock him out, too. He's in the same club. Same club. All right. You have another one? Are you there?
Hi. Piss on me, please.
Okay. Keep the caller ID thing going. I just keep the numbers registered. But it is crazy. What am I supposed to do? Real question. This is real situation.
Real situation.
Yes. What do I do? Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Adios, amigos. Good night.
Do we have any calls? Hello?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Oh, just well. And you?
Very good. My father happens to be Jewish and my mother is African American.
Oh, wonderful. You're the perfect caller.
Well, that's why I decided to call in.
Great. Jenna, this sounds like you're down your alley.
Okay, hold on. Let me put my mom on, okay?
Okay.
Mom, can you take the phone and speak about this?
Oh, we didn't know Mom was in the house.
Let's let Mom speak.
Express a problem.
Hello?
Hello?
What's this?
What's the problem?
Yes.
I just want to let you know, I feel that Satan is running this world, and that's why so many bad things help me through all the cock-sucking niggas and cock. Oh, this is a negative call. They just
It's a negative call? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
It's deep. It's deep.
This is deep, man.
We get another call, and hopefully this one's about...
Okay, thank you. Caller, you're on.
Don't take any more.
Let's not take any more calls because...
I want to bring out one
unless
point.
Webster calls.
I've got Webster on my cell phone, and I'm going to try and patch him in through the...
Hello?
Okay, hi, Webster.
Hi.
Hi, I was shooting the Hunt Cup, so I wasn't able to see you, to hear your live show.
That's Webster. I've got him...
I like to get crunchy munchkins. I like to toss eyes. I like to lick pussy.
Okay, let's just get Webster, okay, Molly? Okay. I know. It's never been this intense, but it's so...
The St. Patrick's Day Parade, as Mitch said, tomorrow.
The parade starts at 11:30. You're invited to watch or march in the parade tomorrow.
It's going to be a good one. Hi.
Hi, when is the parade tomorrow?
11:30. Good morning.
Oh, can I get the address for that parade, please?
No, we're not giving that out on the phone. We're doing it on the air.
Oh,
We'll give it right on the air. There you go. You can write it down for you right now. Good morning.
Morning, calling about the parade tomorrow.
Okay, and we have...
11:30.
We also have now a haircut and a hot lather straight razor shave for $14, normally $20.
Good morning.
good morning. Where's the parade?
Good morning.
I asked where...
We'll be taking a break here in just a minute.
Hello.
Who's in the parade?
All parade questions directed to the 𝐒𝐚𝐥𝐭𝐡𝐨𝐥. 𝐒𝐿𝐴. Hi.
Who's in the parade?
Hello.
Hi,
Loretta, do you ever have too much time on your hands like these guys? They might want to be getting something better to do. Hello?
How long is the parade tomorrow?
Hello?
who's playing in the parade?
Okay, you know what? This is the Super Saver Hotline. We sell things here. If you have any other questions, we're not going to answer them for you right now. Good morning.
What kind of parade is?
If these lovely callers keep wanting to know about the parade, they can call the 𝐒𝐚𝐥𝐭𝐡𝐨𝐥. We'll be happy to answer any questions regarding the parade. Just so you get on with the show, because I know you've got a lot to sell today.
Thank you. There you go, boys. Hi.
Good morning, Marianne. How you doing? Enough of this parade now.
Hello.
What's the parade theme tomorrow?
Hello.
Yeah, the parade.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi.
We have a haircut. One per caller on this. It's a $25 haircut today for $17.50. And happy birthday, Loretta.
Good morning. Thanks.
Okay.
Well, we're reaching out and touching you right here on the Swap Shop. And so if you haven't called us, you got something you want to buy, sell, or trade, we'd like to hear from you. Swap Shop, good morning.
Hi, Jack. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, I got a couple things for sale. I got a dip net that I want to sell. And are you still there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you turn your radio down, please?
Are you on the computer?
Is that your radio, Jack?
Yeah.
Hi, Jack. How are you? I think you're...
Well, there's something going on there. I can't hardly. That's on the computer. So you have to turn it off before you call. We get a feedback. Swap Shop, good morning.
Good morning, Jack. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
What in tarnation's going on with the radio today? Keeps feeding back left and right.
No, sir, it's not us. It's not us.
Oof, my eardrums are ready to pop.
Well, and nobody's having the problem except you.
Let's get down to business. I want to sell a few things.
Well, go ahead.
We have Robin Quiver's Red Snapper. It's a delicious meal. It comes in a black box, and Robin's Red Snapper is very tasty. It goes great with the enema coffees.
Okay. Need your phone number.
7-5.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
God bless you, Jack.
Yes,
and fix up those radio problems, will you, please?
All right. Swap Shop, good morning.
Jack, how are you?
I'm doing fine, sir.
I called a while ago. I think something was wrong with your computer there. I gotten some feedback or something. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
So what I was trying to say is I got a dip net. It's good for about probably a 30-pound catfish it'll hold. And you got your radio up there again?
Hey, sir, whatever you're doing there, it's messing me up over here.
I think that's on your end.
No, sir. Good gracious. I mean, hey. No, don't get me that. When you have a computer, you have to turn it or speakers off. If you don't, I'm going to get all kind of feedback coming back to me because there's about a 10 or 15-second delay. So you can't talk to me and run on the computer at the same time. It's almost impossible. I'm trying to explain that clearly. Right. I can't. Well, that's all the time we're going to have. Thank you for being with us here this morning. I'll be back tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock. Have a great day. Stay tuned now for the latest news.
Well, happy Monday to you. It's Monday. I'm Paula Vinay, filling in again for Paul Oates today and for a few more days. People want to call and buy and sell and swap and... We get to those phones, shall we? Good morning, you're on radio.
Morning, how you doing today?
Well, howdy, how are you?
Howdy, pretty good. Hey, is Paul around today?
Nope.
Oh, he ain't in today?
No, I locked him in my basement so that I could host radio instead.
I hear you. Well, Paul borrowed a blow-up doll from me about a month ago, and he just hasn't returned it. This is Rusty, and if he's listening, if he could get that back to me, it's actually a blow-up sheet.
Oh, gee whiz. All right, deep breath, everybody. Back to the phones. Good morning, you're on radio.
Yo, you know who that was?
I don't care.
You know that crazy guy was part of Howard Stern's show. That was Richard Christie.
Oh, beautiful.
I know. Small town. Coming to the small town. All right. What a maniac. Right on. Later.
Oh, very interesting, very interesting. This, feels like a good time to give away some tickets for breakfast. All right, let's see. What am I going to ask you about breakfast? I don't know. What do you prefer, bacon or sausage? Here, that's your breakfast question this morning. What your favorite breakfast meat is? Do you like ham, bacon, sausage? So give me a call if you would like the tickets. Back to the phones. Good morning. You're on Radio.
Good morning, Paul. How are you today?
I am okay. How are you?
Very, very good. Thank you very much. Keep an eye out for those pesky fellas. They tried to call Paul last week as well. Those two perverted creeps from the Stern Show.
Yeah, I heard about it.
You know, it's a darn shame because this is a good show. I do, by the way, big fan of breakfast. Am I eligible for the breakfast contest?
Do you live here?
Yes, I do. My favorite breakfast is sausage.
Okay.
I love the sausage. I suck on it and ooh.
I had a feeling. I just had a feeling. I'm Paula Vinay, again filling in for the vacationing Paul Oates. Good morning. You're on Radio.
Paul, how are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Hi. What are you up to, Paul? How was your weekend? Paul?
We're going to squeeze in one quick phone call. Good morning. It's you.
Good morning. 5-piece drum set from Yamaha. I'm going to take $150 with that. Doesn't include the hardware.
Drum set for $150. Okay.
5-piece drum set from Yamaha. I have some other instruments. I have one rusty trombone by Blumpkin Incorporated. A Cleveland steamer by...
And that's going to do it for Radio today. Thank you for listening.
All right.
And we'll be back with more of your phone calls tomorrow.
Good morning, Tampa Bay. It's Coach Cook, and we're back. And we made a little switch, a break. David's in the room. He's going to be here through the rest of the show, which we're going to be talking about commercial real estate and investing in that area. Here we go. Rusty in Tampa.
Hey, fellas. How you doing today?
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm actually watching you right now on webcam.
Where are you? Are you in Tampa?
You a couple of handsome fellas there. Now, can you wave the one that's talking so I can see
This
you?
is Coach Cook right here.
Can you wave on the webcam there?
Yeah, we're here. We're here. You'll see it in about 7 seconds, though.
Oh, you got a little bit of a delay on the webcam?
Yeah, and what's on your mind today?
Well, can the other guy... Oh, now I see you waving, I think.
Okay.
Can the other guy wave real quick?
Yeah. Do you have a question for us?
Uh-huh.
What's your question for the coach?
Hold on. I was just watching the webcam. How you doing, Coach?
Yeah, you want to turn that... put your radio off while you're on the phone.
Oh, it's off, but I got the webcam on. I got the sound turned down.
Well, that's great. Are you in Tampa?
Yeah, I'm here in Tampa. What's on the table there on the webcam, though? What's all the papers and stuff you guys got in front of you on the webcam? Your papers and stuff. Is that real estate stuff?
Yeah, we try to keep up on the news. What's going on with you?
Oh, okay. Is that newspapers? It looks like some articles or something there.
Okay. Do you have a real estate question for us this morning?
I was wondering, I have an acceleration clause on an adjustable rate mortgage with an adjustment date of an amortization schedule with an annual percentage rate of 10% and the appraised value on an assumable mortgage with a balloon mortgage and balloon payment,
so does that mean
bankruptcy bill of sale with biweekly mortgage and on a bridge loan with a buy-down call option and a cash-out refinance, a certificate of deposit.
Yeah, I think the cell dropped out. So he'll have to come back with a little stronger cell phone. I'm not sure what's going on out there. We'll be right back after.
Your take on text messaging someone that you like. Hello?
Hi, how are you ladies doing today?
Good. I see that you're from Florida, Richard.
Yes, how are you doing? God bless.
Okay, so what's your story?
Well, the first caller, and I know you don't want to delve on this too much, but he touched on interracial dating.
Yes.
I'm in an interspecies relationship right now. I'm fucking a squirrel.
I will take your phone number down and post it on the internet if you call back with some stupid story, okay? I am serious about this. We do have call ID here, so if you're looking to prank, the joke is really on you, frankly. So, you're online.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
Hey, I know you're talking about dating and stuff, but let me ask you, are you guys Chinese?
I am.
Okay, good. Maybe you can help me out with this.
Sure.
So the boy 4th of July, I was shooting Roman candles out of my wife's pussy.
Oh, I have your cell phone number. You are such an idiot. I already stated that if you make prank calls, I will publish your number.
There you are.
Sorry that you have to deal with all these prank calls.
Next call after that. Welcome to Community Cop.
Hi, fellas. How you all?
All right. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Manhattan. Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Likewise. Statement or comment?
I had a comment. Actually, it was kind of a question.
Okay.
I was wondering, how many of you guys have fucked a fat white chick?
Okay. Next caller. Welcome to Community Cop. Next caller. Welcome to Community Cop.
That's part of the problem right there.
Next caller. Yeah, the Bible says don't answer fool according to its folly. Next caller. Welcome to Community Cop. Where you calling from?
Hello.
Yes, we can. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Harlem.
Okay, welcome. Quick statement or question?
Yeah, I actually got a problem. I had a deer tick crawling.
All right, next caller. Welcome to Community Cop. Next caller. Welcome to Community Cop. Tell me where you're calling from.
Hello there, motherfucker. This be Leroy Jackson from the Bronx, and I'm...
Next caller. Welcome to Community Cop. Where you calling from?
Yeah, Slava, brother. I'm calling from the Bronx.
Okay, welcome.
And I don't know who these fools be keep calling you and keep pranking your ass, but you guys are doing all right.
Well, thank you. What's your question or your comment?
Word. Now, I know there's a lot of you brothers sitting around there tonight. My question is, which one of you motherfuckers got the biggest black guy?
Yeah, I knew.
Okay, thank you for that call.
I want to address that very quickly. I think it's almost insulting. Well, it's not almost insulting. It is insulting. Next caller.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome. Where you calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from West Harlem. How are you doing?
Welcome. Fine. Question or comment?
Deer tick crawled into my dick hole.
Remember, never answer a fool according to his folly. Just let those fools make the comments and come on and say their foolishness, and we just dismiss them and move on.
Okay. Live again. All right. What do they say that? Shake them around, whack them on the mattress or the floor, and watch your pillows come back to life. How's that? All right. In the meantime, let's go to the phones. Good morning. You're on the swap shop.
Good morning, Ron.
Yeah.
Eileen.
Hi, Eileen. How are you?
Listen, whoever the clown is, the sophomore clown, if you would like to either give me on air or off air the caller ID number or numbers that come up, even if they've been rerouted.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. I'm not answering. Somebody's answering here.
I can hear you.
I'm going to turn that off. That's not even a legitimate call. Somebody had taped the radio from yesterday's show and then played it back over the air just now. Oh, you think you're clever, right? Think you're clever. Not so, I guess. All right, back once again. Good morning. You're on the swap shop.
Anytime that happens again.
Okay. All right, just cut that off. Okay, back to the phones. Good morning. You're on the swap shop.
Good morning, Ron. It's Eileen.
Hi, Eileen.
Listen, whoever the clown is, the sophomore.
Okay. All right. Turn that off. All right. So the guy is either on vacation or he was fired. Probably fired from his current job, so he has nothing better to do to exercise his meager brain. All right. So what else do we have here? Back to the phones. Good morning. You're on the swap shop. Okay. Hello.
Ron, Eileen.
Guess not, right? All right, so lines are open once again. Good morning, you're on the swap shop.
Good morning, it's Eileen.
Good morning, you're on the swap shop.
Listen, whoever the clown...
Mm-hmm. All righty, sort of figured that anyway. About a little music, keep you entertained.
Day as Hey Soul Sister.
You wrote that song and Hey Soul Sister in the same day.
Yeah.
Do you think you're not given enough credit as a songwriter? I mean, that's pretty amazing, right? Right, Jimmy? I mean, that's pretty amazing to do that.
Man, I wish I could do that.
Yeah. It's hard to write a song.
And it seems to me that this music is different than the music you used to do. This is a whole new kind of thing you're doing.
It's more positive. I feel like I don't know. As a human, I just want to contribute in a different way.
Now, when you're actually doing the song, I noticed that Hector, who is not a full member of Train, which is unbelievable.
He's afraid to sing.
Now, Pat, let me ask you a couple of technical questions. Pat, when you guys work out an arrangement like this, you don't keep your headphones on when you sing. So are you able to hear when Hector is singing with you and doing harmonies?
Yeah.
You are. Why does it sometimes Jimmy get to harmonize with you and sometimes Hector gets to harmonize? How do you work that out?
They actually do.
Yeah, Hector, he has a higher voice than I do, so he usually takes the high parts, I take the low ones.
When Hector comes in with you, I'm like, wow, you guys really blend well together. Can you hear what he's doing back there?
Yeah.
Oh, you can? And Hector, when you I think that's the greatest thing, when you come in and you start to harmonize. When you do that, could you do a piece of that now without the music? Could you actually go the part where you two come in together? Yeah, that.
I took a loan.
Yeah.
What is it? What part?
The bridge part. I mean, do the verse.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. How does that work?
3, 4.
Took a loan on a house I own. Can't be a queen bee without a bee throne. I wanna buy you everything except cologne, 'cause it's poison.
Do you guys feel particularly close to one another when you do that? I'm being serious. I mean, like, that's beautiful together. Is that a big thing for you guys?
You think that should bond them?
I feel that's very I wish I could find someone I could do that with. I find it. Now, Jimmy, when you do it, you say you come in a low part. Where is your part with Pat? Do your part with Pat.
See that. If I'm addicted.
2, 3.
If I'm addicted to loving you, and you're addicted to my love too, we can be them two birds of a feather that flock together.
Wow.
Isn't that special that you guys all found each other and your voices blend that way together? I love that.
It's all right.
You know, people don't...
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
When I hear... Were you fans of Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young?
Oh, yeah, man.
When they do that kind of harmony stuff, it's great, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're going for when we're doing stuff like that?
I think. I mean, I had the honor of playing with one of those guys who was inducted into the Hall of Fame this year in the Hollies.
Right. Graham Nash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graham Nash.
And you did harmonies with him?
Yeah, I got to sing Long, Cool Woman in a Black Dress.
Would you guys ever perform a Crosby, Stills and Nash song? Because the blending of your voices seems to lend itself to that. Would you ever do a cover?
I gotta be honest, man. With Hey Soul Sister, our crowds are so young. We've tried playing Led Zeppelin, and they're like, dude, what
is that?
We don't care.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like we're on to, I mean, we were playing a Britney Spears song because it was like, what else can we do? We play Rihanna once in a while. It's
even when we went to Birmingham, in England, we figured we're very near to Robert Plant's home.
Right.
And let's play a Led Zeppelin song tonight. And we did it, and the kids just didn't seem to care.
Wow.
I really enjoy when you were just doing that thing a cappella without any music, the way you were doing something. There's nothing that you do musically where you just don't have any instruments and you guys just do a harmony like that?
And just, stop the music and sing.
Yeah.
Maybe next record. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Do that for me in your next record.
Okay.
I will request that. Okay. Are you working on a next record?
Yeah.
Do you have any songs written for the next record?
You know, I have a couple of songs. I'm not sure if they'll be the ones that make the record. You know, it's such a, I don't know, man. I have a record in mind that I want to make, and it's In Excess's Kick. Remember, it was the record that really took them globally.
Is the record company now hounding you for a new record because of the success of Hey Soul Sister?
No, they're actually really cool, man. They feel like they still have several songs to work with on this one, and you should see what's happening in South America right now for Train. It's weird.
Like
man.
in South America, it's huge.
Like we're gonna tour with Shakira.
Wow.
And anyway, it's just kind of a weird, big, great thing.
Are you banking some dough?
Man, as I said, I'm trying to get to the point where I can do that again because
you're so in debt.
Well, not anymore. I think I'm at about the right place, but I have 6 more alimony payments to make. I mean, this is like maybe the greatest moment of my life coming up.
Right. Oh, after 6 more alimony payments, you're done?
I'm done.
Oh, look at you.
Can you imagine?
What kind of party are we going to have?
What's that?
That's a party.
Yeah,
Let's have a party.
I mean, that's the real story here.
That's when you'll actually start earning some money.
Exactly.
Wow. Now that's a song.
Yeah.
I think I could write that one. I like it. Well, that sounds good. Yeah. Hey Soul Sister was #1 in 16 countries.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite an accomplishment, boys. Not bad. I'm happy for you. I think it's fantastic.
Well, can I give you this now?
What are you giving me?
I would like to give you a plaque.
Just give me the number of that Dancing with the Stars girl. Never mind.
Jimmy wants to give you something.
You're giving me a plaque?
Whoa.
Oh, I'm gonna. I know just
That's
where I'm hanging that,
beautiful.
brother. Train, Hey Soul Sister. Look. Oh, I love it, man.
Let me see. Turn it around.
Take a look at this, Robin. I know where I'm hanging this. I'm hanging this in my.
Wow,
apartment.
that's
Look at
gorgeous.
that. Love that. Is that one for Robin over there? Very nice. Isn't that good?
That's so cool.
You know, we have one coming for Robin, but Gary's the one who lets us on the show, and Howard's the one who doesn't say no.
Robin can keep you off too. I got no.
And so we have others.
Thank you. I am going to hang that up.
But they're beautiful.
Well, I mean, you know, I
couldn't be.
Let me tell you something. We're up for a Grammy this year, and if we win, bank on hearing your name.
Wait a second.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're talking.
Now we got to get
It's
them
about
a
time
Grammy.
somebody thanked
Exactly.
How do we get them a Grammy?
I mean,
you've got to get. What can we
you have
do?
been like I tell everybody so often, like you were the guy that stuck it out. I mean, and I love that when we started Soul Sister was doing so well, and you even said, Robin, you gave up on these guys, but not me.
Don't you listen to him.
I have to always.
You included her with all the.
To yell at somebody.
That's why she didn't get a plaque.
I know it. I knew it.
Let's go to. Well, thank you for the plaque, and I couldn't
That's
be happier
beautiful.
for you. Let's go to Paul. Paul in Columbus, Ohio. Go ahead.
Yes, Pat. How you doing today?
Good, man. How are you?
Oh, pretty good. I just wanted to tell you, my wife just loves you to death.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks.
Yeah, and we just seen you in Columbus, Ohio, not too long ago.
All right.
The Jingle Ball.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Sounds like we're not going anywhere with this
I know. He
conversation,
just wants to tell us the history of his life with Train.
First of all, everyone's wife loves Pat. There isn't a wife that doesn't love Pat. Pat's the guy
I'm
they,
safe.
They close their eyes, and when they're banging you, they're thinking about him. Oh, believe me, I've seen that. I've seen all of that. Let's go.
You've seen that?
Oh, yeah. My wife was watching you on stage. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Pat prancing around. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, I just want to say the guys pretty much suck.
What? Oh, whoa. Oh, man. They're just putting a bummer on
the better nowadays. That's why they're in first place, so whatever the fuck they did.
Oh,
wow. Do you get a lot of jealousy now? Now you got
That's
people
when you know
jealous
you're
of-
big.
Yeah.
That's good.
The haters come out.
There you go. Let's go to Jason. Jason, go ahead. That was Hector, actually, on the
Man,
other room.
imagine how long he waited just to hate on us. Strange thing.
Nothing else to do today?
Did you tour with John Mayer this summer?
Yeah, man.
He gets a lot of action, right? Makes Jimmy look like
Jimmy was watching that and going, whoa.
Makes Jimmy look gay, quite frankly. John get a lot of women on the... Does he just take them right
You know, he
backstage?
was real careful on this tour, actually.
Is
I talked
that
to him a lot about it, and he was like, you know, man, I this whole womanizer thing, I haven't been with a woman in over a year, and it's still over my head, and I'm just going to concentrate on music for a while, but, you know, I don't know.
Over his head. Can you imagine?
Can you
Sounds
imagine
like
that's your problem?
Yeah, that's my problem. All these women are over my head.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Right. I'll tell you what. I'm never in over my head.
Yeah. People still think I'm awesome. That's weird.
I'm still thinking about Jimmy with the Dancing with the Stars lady.
Yeah.
Now, that's the kind of ass you eat. Are you that freaky, Jimmy?
I don't want to.
You licked her ass, didn't you? Didn't you?
No.
Yeah, you did.
Suck my pussy, bitch.
All right, baby.
Come on, little Lupe. Stop it.
Let's go to, I don't know, Frosty. Frosty, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, I just want to thank the band Train because I used their song Napping Me to propose to my fiance.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Very cool.
Nice. Well, that's
Thank
great.
you.
Well, listen, what can I tell you? You guys have had a phenomenal year. I couldn't be happier for you, and thank you for this beautiful plaque.
Yeah, of course.
And,
Thank you for everything.
And I'm happy for you. You know that. This is it's great to see you guys be so successful.
Thanks.
Let me tell you about Train. They, of course, have a new single, Marry Me. Let me play a little of that
Yeah, I
right
want to
now.
hear that.
Play a little of this. Maybe I'll propose again to my wife again.
Yeah, it's time for you to renew your vows.
you live.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Wait a minute, you're gonna do
We're going to tape it.
Right.
What do you mean we're going to do it live?
Oh, I thought you were going to be there with Dick Clark. Because that would have been good if you guys were there with Dick, you know?
Yeah.
He's a pisser.
It would have been...
I want to pay you and Twine and Jimmy. I heard Dancing with the Star Girl. I ate her ass. That would be so great. We love the Dickster. Train's also performing on The Bachelor. My favorite show.
Yeah.
Is that moment?
Is that the new one?
The Bachelor goes on a date, and then suddenly Train is
in a
standing
helicopter
there.
and everything.
Right,
Yeah.
and then you guys perform while the two of them dance. How awkward was that?
Yeah, it was
in the Hollywood Bowl. We finally get to play the Hollywood Bowl in front of 2 people.
Right, and the Bachelor is dancing with his girl and all of that.
He was so awkward, man. He was the worst dancer. That guy could not move.
You guys are standing there watching him dancing with his girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
What song do you play?
We did If It's Love and Marry Me.
Oh, okay. I got it. Well, anyway, it's great. I love what's going on with you guys.
Yeah,
the
me
great
too.
band
Thanks.
Train, thank you for the beautiful performance today, and thank you for the beautiful story about fucking a Dancing with the Stars girl. One can only imagine, Jimmy, what that went on.
This is one of your best appearances.
Yeah, great appearance. Go out and fuck like crazy and come back here and tell us some more stories, will you? And really, Scott, get with the program and fuck a few people.
He's trying to get straight.
Hey, get over that ridiculous marriage and let's get back in the saddle.
You got it.
And, well, I would say goodbye to Hector and Jerry, but I'm not allowed to talk to them. They're not officially in the band. All right. Well, thank you.
How are you? Same
Thanks
to you.
a lot for having us on.
Great to have you guys in. You sound great as always.
This is all good.
Thanks for all the support.
Oh, you bet.
It means a lot. Like you say,
Jimmy, good times in there.
Yeah? I'm afraid to look at my text messages right now.
I was going to say, is it difficult to perform in between getting, questioned like that and having to reveal things?
Honestly, we love coming on Howard's show. It's always like a therapy session for us.
Right.
The last time we were on, the band had just gotten back together, and I mean, it was just like so much stuff came out. It really helped us as a band. Like when we left, like we kind of felt better. And I don't know how I'm going to feel after leaving today. We'll have to my New Year's plans might be ruined.
Good job today, though.
All right, thanks.
Pat, good job today.
I love that you guys used to come and talk to me after the program, and today it's like right to Jimmy. So, anyway, Dancing with the Stars and...
Well, you all sort of have to reveal in between performing. I mean, how difficult is that for you guys to have to talk, get interviewed, then perform, then sometimes Howard says, hey, can you harmonize? I mean, that's a lot of on-the-spot pressure.
Oh, it's actually a lot of fun. But I don't know, I think we used to get way more nervous coming in to see Howard because he's the greatest interviewer on the planet, so you never know what's going to happen, if he's going to ask you how it's going or he's going to ask you if your most intimate secrets.
Right, so being so familiar with the show, you sort of knew that it's going to get
you kind of know
dicey.
You know what's coming, so.
But now there's that comfortability factor, so do you guys just feel like you're jamming a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's way more comfortable than it has ever been. So it's always fun instead of like, nervous, And
a lot of people have questioned Howard's, power, or the power of the show since he's moved to satellite. You say the opposite. I mean, your involvement with the show has really helped your career as a band and as an artist. I mean,
and beyond the show, like Howard has always supported us, and he's always believed in this band and what I do, and I love that he's right. Like, that's powerful to me, and he's right about a lot of things if you just listen.
Thanks, Pat. Good job today.
Yeah.
All right, what was the next thing? GP2.
GP2
is what?
It's Ross off the air. It's in column 3. And you should also know that Jose is out there making tacos.
So I'm doing this in honor of my love and devotion to the show and to Howard, and for him coming here 6 years ago. Howard coming here, dude, changed my life, man. Changed everything about what I do. And I want to thank him and you guys and make some award-winning guacamole, which I'm almost done. Oh, you know what? Man, maybe I should probably taste it too, right? I think I lost my taste bud.
How do you do it? You dip it.
No double dipping.
No double dipping.
How is this shit?
That's really good, actually.
Let's give it a little try, shall we? Not bad. You always need Beardo when you're eating this shit, you know?
Hey everyone, I'm gonna start making tacos to order, so just come by the stand, yeah. Here you go, man.
Oh, you're the best.
The
Look at
first
this.
taco. Yeah, hey, Mentos, the fresh maker. Ding! Enjoy that. The napkins are right there. It's fully loaded.
Do you make these yourself, these tacos yourself?
Yes. Sorry, gang. Sorry.
That's so beautiful. A thing of beauty. I tell you what, you should stop Howard in the home more often. These are really, really good. Really good.
Captain Jenks, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Howard. How are you?
Morning.
I wanted to ask you, have you met the new Howard 100 news reporter yet, John Lieberman?
No, it's funny. Tim, after the show one day, Tim came to me and he goes, I want to take you and introduce you to the new Howard 100 reporter, John Lieberman. He goes, would you like to meet him? I go, no. Not really, no. It was after the show. I was tired. Tim's coming up with an agenda, a plan for me to go meet people. Yeah.
He's going to ask you the same thing again today.
No, don't fucking bother me. I don't want to meet anybody. I'll meet him on the air.
Yeah, why isn't he bring him in and have him do the headline?
It's funny, he wants you to meet him so you can meet him on the air.
No, I meet people on the air. I don't meet people off the air.
So you want me to send him in tomorrow morning?
Tim doesn't know. How long has Tim been with us? He still doesn't know how to read me.
A while. In fact, it's funny because he said to me...
Here's what I want to do when the show's over. I want to go back to my office, take a nap, and then leave.
It's funny because Tim came to me today.
I'm so depressed anyway that as soon as he throws in extra shit for me to do, I get upset. Why would I want to meet John Lieberman? First of all, he asked me this like a week ago. I wasn't even sure if John Lieberman was the permanent guy yet. I go, when he's the permanent guy, I'll meet him.
Is he the permanent guy now?
I hope so. I've been listening to him. I think he's terrific. He's very good. Do you like him, Captain?
What's that?
Do you like him?
Yeah, I thought he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought he sounds pretty good.
When I met him, he was temporary.
Right. That's when Tim wanted me to. I go, well, if the guy's temporary, do I really want to get emotionally involved with him so we blow his fucking ass out of here? I mean, that'll be great. I'll meet him, and then 2 days later, we'll find out he didn't get the job. Because I said to Tim, did you interview a bunch of people? He goes, no, well, I like John Lieberman. I go, well, okay. So is he the permanent guy? No, he's on trial. I go, trial? So what are you going to do? You're going to bring him in and then you're going to tell him he's gone? He sounds pretty good to me, and the stories he's doing is pretty good.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of that Langford. You can see he's got a little bit of that Langford excitement in him.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's what we're looking for. I like Langford, so.
But it's funny because Tim came to me earlier today, and he goes, Howard's got to cut a spot this week. I said, okay, let him know, meaning I meant like drop him an email or whatever. Yeah. So he walked in when we went to break, and he walked in. I go, Tim, not now. And he goes, oh, okay.
Why does Tim come in here every break? I still don't get it. I said I don't want that. Why does he just ignore what I fucking want? Come in once or twice, not every break.
Well, he thinks there are things being said in that.
Nothing is being said that affects him.
Affects him.
No, the only thing that affects me is that Tim stares at me the whole time Gary's talking to me. And it looks mental. You know, it's weird. And then it's weird for me not to address him, so so it's like this whole weird thing. And then Tim, the thing that bums me out the most in the world is like, I think when the show's over, I'm done. So Tim needed to come in here and go, you need to cut a spot. I mean, why would you bum me out during the fucking show? He knows that.
Well, I told him he should, the spot's probably going to be done before Thursday. So I said,
fine.
Great, you email Howard tonight.
Listen, every single time I say to him, he always comes up to me, he goes, Howard, you need to cut a spot. I go, Tim, would you email me that? Oh, okay. So at this point, just send me an email. You need a spot done, and I'll get back to you what day I'm going to record it. But to hit me up during the show, why do I need to know that now? Why do I need to know it now? I don't get Tim. Last time Tim was in the studio, he tripped over a guitar. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That was it. Where is that? I got that on tape. Here was Tim. Here. What is this?
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve. Well, come on. Let's have some fun. What are we doing? Whose guitar is that?
Fine.
Oh.
Sorry. It's okay, Tim.
Yeah, great.
Break it, Tim. Yeah, I got it. Do your
Thank
best,
you.
Pete Townsend.
All right. Do you... Oh, just trying to get through the day. I love Tim. Tim's doing a great job, but he'll be doing even a better job the more he leaves me alone. He's my guy. He's the guy I hired to make sure that no one bothers me. You know what I mean? Tim runs the channels. He does everything.
Right. And he bothers you.
But then he'll come in and he'll go, you have a spot to cut. And I'm like, well, what can I do about it now? It's crazy out there. So when I'm done with the show, I try to get out of here. I'm walking out. There's a guy cooking tacos in the green room right now because he was bothering me in the halls. I didn't know who he was. Some guy, I'm doing the mad dash out of here. Howard, hey, man. Hey. And you know me, right away, I'm a nice guy. I go, hey, how you doing? I know I've seen the guy before, but I'm not sure where or why or how I know him. I think maybe he's a rock and roll guy or maybe he's a guy who works here.
Yeah, somebody
I don't fucking know.
Ignore.
Turns out I've met this guy 20 times. He's one of the programming guys here at the Sirius.
And he cooks tacos?
Well, he goes, Howard, do you remember when I came in and cooked tacos for you guys and it was the greatest? And I go, oh, yeah, I remember that. I don't fucking remember it. I don't know this guy. I don't know anything about him. So I'm trying to he goes, hey, Howard, do you want me to come in and cook tacos for you? Yeah, cook tacos. You know, I'm just trying to get out the door. Next thing I know, Kerry goes, there's a guy in the green room cooking tacos. He's telling me he's #1 taco maker, and I love you guys. And so I say to Ronnie, who is that? He goes, I think that's the guy you've met him a million times. He's a program director here at Sirius for one of the channels. I go, I know him? He goes, yeah, he came in here one time and cooked tacos. Who is that fucking guy?
It's Jose.
Jose?
Jose.
Everyone's like, yeah, that's what Ronnie goes, it's Jose. I go, who the fuck is Jose?
Everybody here knows him, and he was on the air once.
I don't know him.
We had him on the air once or twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember
one
him.
time for a Mexican delivery game, I think he was an interpreter.
Oh,
and one time we asked him another question.
Look at him. What the fuck is wrong with him?
I think he's bumming out that you don't remember him.
I don't. But I know he's in the hallway. He's telling me, Howard, hey, man, you're my man.
I mean, I got to know from him. He's like, Howard, he goes, I'm sure.
Does he know I don't eat tacos?
Well, he goes, I'm sure Howard's aware that I won the guacamole contest 3 years in a row.
Is that what he said?
Something like that, yeah.
What guacamole contest? I think there was one.
Is he that delusional that he thinks?
He loves you, Howard. Just loves you. He really does.
Where is this guy? Give him the fuck in here and tell him to stop bothering me.
Mr. Guacamole.
He's in there.
Jose, come in.
Jose. You ever see this guy? Look at his hair.
I see him all the time.
The hell happened to him? He's somebody's son.
He's somebody's father.
You're a father, Jose?
What's up?
I thought you were gay.
That's what you said when I first came in here for the gay or not gay competition like 6 years ago with George Takei. You were like, Jose's the gay one. I'm like, Howard, I haven't even said anything.
Dude, you look flaming.
Oh, man. Still, even after all these years?
Yeah, I mean, with that hairdo and that whole tight shirt look.
What's up, Fred? Hey, Benji. Gary.
What did you win, Jose?
3 years in a row, I've won the SiriusXM World Guacamole Championship.
And the people get together and don't they work? I mean, why are they busy with that?
It's just a quick little blind taste test. Like 70 people, like this year, tasted it out here in the lobby in the fishbowl.
That's what gay people do.
Well, no, I beat out Chef Marcella from the Food Network. She has a Mexican cooking show.
Yeah?
So then 2 years before that, I beat out like some Martha Stewart cook.
Why are you cooking so much? What's going on?
No, I'm not. I don't cook, dude. I barely make like waffles.
Really?
Like I eat cereal, but I eat a lot of Mexican food. I'm really good at that. I wanted to come and make your staff and you.
It's nice. I'm not going to eat that shit.
Well,
I'm not. I see you mixing it in some dirty bowl. I'm not going to eat that. Dude, look at you. You're covered in tattoos. I don't trust you to make my food.
So funny, dude.
I mean, come on.
Well, the guacamole is really good, and the tacos that I made last 6 years ago for you guys.
Well, you're a doll, man. Thank you.
Well, I wanted just to come and just to say thank you for coming into my life here.
Thank you. And what station are you with again?
Well, I program Octane and Liquid Metal. Yeah, two of the sickest rock channels here, and I've been here for 11 years, Howard. And
you know, the
Why don't you date Robin?
Oh, he's a married man, aren't you?
I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary, and I have 2
To a
daughters.
woman, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
It's so beautiful, and I have 2 awesome.
I bet you wear a thong.
Horn-throwing chicks.
What kind of underwear you got on?
I have a Calvin Klein underwear on.
You do? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, no, dude. I'm a dude, but I definitely like to, bring metalheads a good fashionable name. I think, the rock fans, I think we can step it up. I think we can just look good. It's fine,
Have you ever kissed a
2011.
man?
No, never, man. Wait,
Never.
I mean,
Is that true? Be honest.
totally true.
You never kissed a dude?
No, just hugs and stuff. I mean, kiss on the cheeks.
You ever
and
blow a
stuff.
guy?
No, God, no.
All right,
dude.
okay, all right.
No,
Okay.
I wanted to come say thank you on behalf
Thank
of the
you.
music programming and on behalf of all the bands that we play. Since you came here
Thank
6 years ago, I was here, and when you made the announcement, I just
Thank
knew
you.
my life was going to change, and people were going to listen to the bands and the music that we play and the specials that we
Absolutely.
did, and all the hard work and the blood and the determination to bring metal and hard rock a good
if you had to
name.
blow a metal musician, which one would you blow?
Ozzy? A girl. No, I would.
That's not a girl.
I
That's a
love
young-
Ozzy.
do. Would you blow
Ozzy and
Ozzy if he asked you
Sharon.
to?
I mean, he is the prince, but no, he wouldn't ask me to. And
Who's
Sharon
the
would gross
greatest
out.
heavy metal artist of all time?
I mean, Ozzy would have to be right up to Ronnie James Dio, Dimebag Darrell. These are some of my
What about
idols.
Lars from Metallica?
Metallica as a collective unit. I don't think I'm going to single out anybody from the band.
Unit.
It's a unit. But, I just think metal is such a big
You love
influential-
metal. I mean, listen to you. You're out of your fucking mind.
Dude, this is all I've done, and to bring this music to the mass and to start having bands be successful, these heavy extreme bands be successful because of our airplay all over
He's
the
really
country.
into this is what I heard in the hall.
Oh yeah, he constantly.
Like he started giving me this whole praise, and by the way, you're a nice guy. He started giving me
He
the praise.
loves the
He goes,
show.
Howard, because of you, we can get the heavy metal message out there. I'm like, does he really? Is he serious? Fucking guy.
You don't even know what you're doing.
Is that really that important to get the heavy metal message out there?
Apparently, it's a message that needs to be heard.
Dude, you don't understand, man. Because of you, now people are hearing our music, and
It just got amplified, brother. You amplified our
Thank you.
signal
Thank you.
to beyond I could ever imagine, and my professional life has changed since you guys have came into
So what
my
are the
life.
top metal bands? What are the top?
Well, my favorite metal band of my entire 34 years of living is a band from Texas, the Mighty Pantera.
Yeah?
And Dimebag Darrell was killed 7 years
He's
ago.
so into it.
I
man.
know. The
And this
hand
is-
goes up.
Yeah, and this is
it's
the enthusiasm I saw in the hallways as I'm trying to get out of here.
He's always stoked.
I brought up.
You don't accept Kiss as a heavy metal band.
Do you know what, dude? I kind of missed the whole Kiss stage and Pink Floyd. I really got more into like Motley Crue and Pantera and Metallica and Ozzy. I grew up, I'm 34.
Can I ask you a question? Are the tacos burning now that you're here in the studio?
No, actually, I made the tacos last night till 2:30. I made all the ingredients separately because I've learned over the years how to make a proper taco stand.
Someone told me that you got a degree in pharmacy.
Yes, sir.
Which is a tough degree
I'm
to get.
actually a graduate student. I went to pharmacy school at the University of Tennessee College of Pharmacy. I graduated at University
So
of
why
Arizona.
didn't you become a pharmacist? What is all this?
Dude, I started when I was a little kid, when I was in kindergarten in heavy metal, and it's been my whole entire life. But I knew that I had smart stuff inside of me, and I knew that I can do more.
You have smart stuff
inside of me.
Yeah.
And
that smart stuff is called cum.
Yeah. Well,
Get it out.
My dad was a real smart. My dad was a real intelligent dude. He was 49 when I was born, and in order to get out of my he was an older dude, man. So when I was in high school,
She's
people
still
were
alive?
like, no, he passed right before my oldest daughter was born.
Sorry.
But he's cool, man. He was proud of me. This whole time he taught me education in school and to study and to be smart and to think smart, and I did all that, and I
By
got
the way,
my dream
this is
job.
what it's like to be stuck in the hall with Jose.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know what the fuck he was on.
People ask me that all the time, dude. I'm energetic. I'm passionate about what I do.
How old was your mom? That your dad was 49.
She was 19 years younger than he was.
Nice.
And he met.
Was she hot?
She was, Mexican, straight up from Mexico, no English. And my dad was a French white dude. And he had a family, a 6 American family, white family in Phoenix. And then he moved down to the border of Arizona and Mexico and then met my mom. And then
So he started a second family, even though he was married to the first mom?
They got a divorce.
Oh, they did.
So, he was
Sounds like a real
sick.
character.
I mean, he was an alcoholic, man. So
Cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, I mean... it happens. Everybody has that in their lives and stuff. But he taught me so much about using my brains, bro.
I'm telling you, this is the fucking conversation in the hall.
Yeah, but I'm noticing Jose is getting gray. Now, when we first came here,
I was gonna use Just for Men before I got here, but I
did not have any gray hair.
But you know,
dude, you got a mohawk, huh? Was that what you call that?
I use Just for Men once a month, Robin.
You're like a peacock.
I have, but you see my squirrel. Look at my squirrel. Look at my rat tail. Howard, ready?
Look at that, dude.
Yeah, look at that. He's got it all going on.
Dude, you're waiting until your look.
It's like a squirrel thing, dude. But I brought it up in the hallway. You were making fun of you.
How did you end up here at Sirius?
Okay.
I mean, seriously, like, what is this?
Well, dude, like metal my whole life. I went to school, and then I was going to pharmacy school. I went to Tennessee because it was the top, one of the top 10 schools in the country for pharmacy. I went out there. I cut my long hair, and I got out there. I was the only Mexican in the class of 100
yeah, but
at the College of Pharmacy.
Yes. This is a fascinating story.
Sorry, I'll go fast.
Yeah, this is what happened in the hall. He's told me everything.
Right. I was born in a log cabin.
I started working at terrestrial rock station in Memphis. I won some national awards.
You know what I heard about him?
People started offering me jobs.
He was in a metal band. He gets so into it that he vomits on stage.
What? I do not.
Someone told me you sing till you'll vomit.
I vomited once after. This is the cool little thing for Pantera. We were in this moment, a really cool metal band and we were doing this duet of Pantera's Unbroken for a Fuse TV show. And after the fourth, fifth, and sixth take, I vomited. And after the sixth tape, I had my nose started to bleed, and I got like vertigo, and I had to lay down on the couch.
Because you were singing so hard?
The world is
no, it wasn't. I wasn't singing so hard, Howard. I was body banging. I was using my waist. It's like, when I'm like, instead of like head banging, I'm using my abs,
Yeah.
And I kept on doing that like
you
Phil
threw
does.
Up, you threw up and your nose started to bleed.
Well, I thought it was one take. After one take, I was like, yeah, guys, I nailed it. And they were like, yeah, let's do that again. And I was like, oh, no,
all right,
again?
Dude, listen to me. You shot out of a fucking cannon. But
yeah,
just real quick.
So I won some awards, and I got an offer to work at a record label in New York City.
Okay.
I came up in '99 for the very first time to New York, interviewed with TVT Records, met some of my friends that I've been working with for 4 years in college radio because I was working at the college station.
Dude, I'm zoning. You got to get to the point.
And dude, I came to New York, worked here, and then a dude from Sirius in the summer of 2000 approached me and asked me for a product. He wanted all this back catalog, and I'm like, Sirius.
So your first job programming was Sirius?
No, I was working at a record label as a metal hard rock rep dude, and then
I get the idea.
So then I found out about Sirius, and then I came, and then basically I asked the dude.
All right.
I wrote him a big email, and they met me, and I came here to help build the rock department. And I have been here 11 years, one of the very first voices on Sirius satellite radio. And dude, you honestly,
no, he was very nice.
Fucking love you, Howard,
I
brother.
love you too,
dude,
brother. And thank you for making the tacos.
Well, it's for your staff, it's for everybody. The guacamole's good.
Jose, you're a good man. I'm not going to forget you now. Now I remember you.
And Headbangers Ball, I'm the new host of Headbangers Ball now on MTV2.com.
Good for you, man.
Thank
Congratulations.
You, man.
That's the great Jose from Liquid Metal
and Octane.
All
Yeah,
right,
I know
Jose.
you listen
Thank
to
you.
the channels.
Yeah,
and I love
that's
Richard.
cool. All right, thanks, brother.
Thanks, brother.
All right, man. All right.
Richard's
Stop
got a
staring
new
at me.
album coming out right here.
All right, get out of here.
Charred Walls of the Damned lives.
All right, that's Jose, everybody.
Oh my God! Every time you talk to him, it's that intense.
Wow, you guys do this right away, huh?
You are full of passion, to say the least.
Oh man, dude, I'm kind of emotional. Wow, what a rush, Wow, that's a big deal. At least I got it out,
How long has this been building in you that you wanted to say this? Because you've been up here before, but that was your most passionate.
I knew I had to get it out pretty quick, and I knew that I had my opportunity. Wow, it's badass.
He won't forget you now.
You're not going to vomit again, are you?
No, I'm not, dude. That was cool. That was really cool. I just wanted to say thank you to him, Damn, over the cameras, Lisa.
How often do you think about Howard and his contributions to Sirius and all that?
Shut up, Ronnie. No, this is emotional, dude. No, I'm not. It was the onion.
Holy shit, the guy's crying.
No, dude, no, I'm not. Damn, I guess it was a lot of years built up, but I wanted to do that, I kind of did that when I did the competition with George Takei, the Gay or Not Gay. Afterwards, I was on a high for like months after coming on here, and then being able to tell him that, that was a big deal. Yeah.
I need an escape hatch from this building so I can get the fuck out. I swear, running out of here is like you run through the halls trying to avoid people. And that's like Tim, you know? He's like, do you want to meet John Lieberman? I'm like, Tim, don't you know me at all? I don't want to meet anybody. I'll meet John Lieberman on the air where my audience will meet him with me.
You think you'd already met John Lieberman. He's on the channels.
It wasn't up to me. Steve Langford left. They needed a new guy. Tim sat with the news director, Brad Driver. They came up with a list of names. They knew this John Lieberman. And they were auditioning him the last I'd heard. They asked me what I thought. I said, hey, sounds pretty good. Every report I hear seems interesting. Mm-hmm. Seems like he's got a good intensity, good delivery. Seems to be, he's a top reporter. He's been in Iraq. Don't ask this fucking guy's been everywhere. I go, what's he doing here?
But it's a lot safer here.
Yeah, right.
He must have gotten tired of dodging landmines.
What is this? John Lieberman is out here if you want to meet him. Do you want to meet him?
Sure.
All right. I don't mind meeting him here.
Is he permanent now? Is that the case? He's gotten the job.
I hope so, because I really don't want to get attached to the guy. Jose is crying right now because he was so excited to talk to me.
Oh, my God.
Jose's crying. Get that mental case in here. He's mental. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude, I'm not crying.
Dude, you're gay.
I walked out, and then Lisa and the cameras were there, and dude, I'm on a rush, dude. That was a rush and a half.
Oh, my
and
God,
I'm walking
you're
out.
too emotional.
I'm walking out, and then they're right there in front of me. And I can see Lisa's face. She knows how I feel, so she just has this like face like.
Wow.
Oh, and I'm like, stop it, Lisa. She's looking at me like she's like gonna cry too, and I'm like, fuck.
It was big, huh?
And it was
maybe that's how I felt when I was watching Elton John over the weekend.
I know. I was listening. I was stuck in the Lincoln Tunnel traffic.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, man.
man.
The emotion. You're like Dennis Rodman at the Basketball Hall of Fame. He started crying too.
No, I do cry at those kids movies when I take my kids. I always end up crying like at Up.
All right, I think we're getting into too many things with you.
We're learning too much about Jose.
All right, Jose. I love you. You're good. You're a good dude.
Brother.
I appreciate your nice words. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, I feel better now.
You got it all out.
I did, man. That was like a big emotional ejaculation, you know?
It all pent up, and you had emotional blue balls in a way.
I did, man, you know? And this is I've always wanted to do this and make the tacos, but I never wanted to do something like you know, bad, like eat M&Ms from Sal's pouch or something just to get on. You know, I didn't want to do anything gross to embarrass anybody, and I just wanted to come on an honest and in a passionate love way and do it the right way. And I'm glad that I fuck you, Ronnie. I'm not anymore, man. It was just quick, dude. And that's it, man. So I'm just proud, you know. I did a lot of good for metal and stuff. I feel like I gave us some fans that were maybe old school fans that came back, and I love metal now. That's what I wanted to do, is get people excited about music, and he gets me excited to come here, so I had to let it out.
You also
You look emotional, Lisa, too.
Oh, I know how much it means to you. I've known you a long time.
That's why, and I was looking at your face, and you're making this face, you're not making it easier for me. You're like encouraging me to do, you know, but you know, just with your face. But yeah, that was really cool. I was all right. I'm better now.
You were able to give proper, you know, accolades to Howard and let him know a proper appreciation.
Did it sound that way? Did
Absolutely.
it come across? All right, cool. Because I know I know I'm that way, but that's why I guess I'm on the radio, because I can just talk and just go and just you know, 1, 2, 3, go. I think someone that's really good at radio should be able to go 1, 2, 3, go and let it out and talk and paint the picture the right way. And I hope I tried to do that, you know, for everybody. You know, on behalf of the Latinos and the metalheads and everybody here in music programming. Yeah, and I didn't have to take off my shirt or do anything.
No, and you took a little bit of a ripping from Howard, but I think he appreciated your passion at the core of it. I think that's what shined through today.
Well, next time he sees me in the hallway, he's not gonna be like, "Who's that guy again?" You know, at least he'll know now that, you know, that about 30 yards away, he's got someone that's got his back big time. So
you're not just some forgotten contestant from the Gay or Not Gay.
No, but George it's been really cool to me since then. So, you know, no, that was. I look forward to coming back to the show someday and doing something. You know, again, just loving like this, doing something cool. You know, maybe mowing his lawn or something.
I don't think he's going to be trying your guacamole, but at the same time, I think he gained a new respect for you today.
That's cool. Well, you know, as long as you guys do it and word of mouth will get back to him, that shit was good, and he'll be like, all right, man, you know. So he fed my staff. He came on, gave me props. I feel good about this dude, so. He cried. See, man? That's so, yeah.
Gary, you should cry when you leave the studio. And you too, Lieberman.
Well, you know what? I was in the newsroom the other day, and I mean, I'm a nobody around here. Jose comes in, like, runs right up to me. I need to meet you, Mr. Lieberman. And he starts, like, shaking my hand and everything. I'm like, who is this guy?
Aren't you my pharmacist?
It's like, didn't you run for senator?
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
No, that wasn't me.
John, were you in Iraq covering the war and all that?
Yeah, I was in Iraq in 2004.
Right.
Covered the war over there.
Right.
Been going after bad guys, murderers and rapists for the past 7 years at America's Most Wanted.
Wow.
And,
Are things so bad out there? You ended up here? What happened?
Yeah, you know, not much is different around here. I'm still chasing miscreants and bad guys. Just a little bit of a different.
What stories are you working on currently?
I got some good stuff on this poll. This poll that named you the 10th most hated person.
Oh, what are you finding out?
It turns out that this poll did not ask anybody what they thought of Howard Stern in the past year. The last date they asked anybody what they thought about you was September of 2010.
I mean, is it the kind of poll where they go up to someone and they go, hey, do you hate Howard Stern? Or is it like people are just bringing up my name in the poll?
It's an internet poll. They pick 50 celebrities at a time. They do it every single week. And how do they pay the people? With gift cards to McDonald's and Bennigan's. And
I knew there was something fishy.
So let me just tell you what.
Meanwhile, it got a lot of play. It was all over the news that...
Well, they got to have something to talk about on the weekend.
I just thought, you know what? By the way, I'm complimented. If that many people have me on their mind that they just went, who do you hate the most in America? And some guy just goes, Howard Stern, out of all the people in the world. But it wasn't even that. They put 50 names out there, and you have to vote for a bunch of them.
And a lot of them they don't know.
Right.
Here's what they do. They knew Casey Anthony was in the news, so they put her name in the poll last week. They knew she would get most hated, and they could send out a press release and do it all.
By the way, if they didn't put her on that list, people wouldn't have known how to. Like, if there was someone else, the whole thing I just knew was bogus. What am I going to tell you?
One more quick thing. This is very interesting.
Yeah.
The number of people who recognize the name Casey Anthony, 53%.
Right.
The number of people who recognize the name Howard Stern a year ago, 64%.
Right.
More people knew you than knew Casey Anthony, even though she's been in the news every single day for the past 2 weeks.
Right. All right. Hey, anyway, John, are you officially at the job or what?
If you say I am, then I am, but officially I'm not.
Well, I told Tim, because Tim called me and he wanted me to meet you, and I was like, well, I'm not going to meet the guy if he's not going to be here permanently, and also, I don't want to meet him anyway.
Of course. Why would you?
So I said, I'll listen to it. So they send me all your stuff. So I've been listening to it. I called Tim the other day, and I said, and I sent a note to Brad Driver. I go, this guy sounds really good. If you want my vote, I think he's good. Mm-hmm. I think he should have him here at the channels. So I don't know when they're going to give you the official word, but that's as good as getting the job.
Well, I appreciate that. Should I read anything into the fact Tim lives in my neighborhood, and the other day he asked me, are you single? Do I read?
Because he wants to hang out with...
He's looking for guys to hang out with. He's not looking for a date.
Okay, so he wasn't looking for a date. He just wanted somebody to hang out with. Okay, all right.
Are
good.
you single?
I am dating somebody right now. I'm divorced.
No kidding. How long you divorced?
About 3 years, but I have a little one. And he says Baba Booey all the time now.
And so, well, listen, I got a feeling you're going to get the gig. You know what I mean? So if that's meaningful to you, because I think you sound really good.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks,
I don't know
Howard.
what they're waiting for.
Well,
what the hell are they waiting for?
They must have a plan. I don't know what it is.
And you've got that Steve Langford intensity, which is good. You know, Langford had that intensity.
Yeah, Langford was good.
Well, you divorced. Sure. Let me guess. You annoyed your wife.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine me being hard to live with?
What happened? She lost interest, or you did?
Yeah, she lost interest, I think. No. We went through a lot of stuff, and you know what? We had a young one at home. I was always on the road, traveling,
right.
chasing down bad guys, but we're best friends now. We talk every day. Of
course. Isn't that the truth?
That's what always happens, I think. Yeah. I'm much easier to be a friend with than to live with.
How long were you with that wife?
With that wife?
Yeah.
5 years with that wife.
Oh, 5 years, and how long did you date her?
We dated for 2 years before that.
7 years? You were faithful? No kidding. You get tons of pussy, huh?
Past.
Oh, you cheated. Yeah. Look at you.
Oh, my.
Ladies' man.
What was this on the road in the war? What were you doing?
Hey, Burko was turning them on. You banged some of those Iraq
how do you
broads.
get women in Afghanistan?
What happened? You were working with other reporters and you started to fall in love?
No, it's just one of those things that happen. She and I know everything, but we have a great relationship now. I was young, I got married young, got married at 28 years old.
You didn't understand marriage?
Yeah, I didn't understand. I didn't understand what
he didn't know he couldn't date.
Nobody told you what marriage was.
So what happened? You met like a coworker, like another reporter, and you got romantically involved?
It was a producer for another network. Yeah.
And that can happen, dude. That can happen.
Yeah. But
that's why you got, ladies, you got to fuck your man 3 times a week at least. I'm telling you. What? 3, yeah.
3, okay, good.
Is that a bad number?
No, it's a good number.
Yeah.
It's a number.
You're going to go home and tell your wife?
Exactly.
That load will get us in trouble every time. Man. It burns. It builds up, and you get irritable and cranky.
And no, I didn't cheat, but we did grow apart from each other. That's what.
Yeah, you cheated.
At least emotionally.
How'd she find out, your wife, that you were out banging the producer?
No, we had discussions about it. We talked about what the best thing to do was. Look at me. It's so politically correct.
What the hell happened? That must have been a hell of a discussion.
That was a great discussion.
Honey, I'm seeing someone. It doesn't mean we have to stop being married.
Right.
It's just complicated. So is the producer the girlfriend now?
No, absolutely not. No. Dating a great girl now, and
see, I look at you. I never would think you were a man's, ladies'
he'd
man.
Be faithful.
Yeah,
right?
I look at this guy. And go, hey, John Lieberman's faithful. I mean, what are his options? No kidding.
Exactly.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Howard. I think we got a live one here because I was just looking up. He's going to be one of those fun guys to work with. Did you work for Sinclair Media?
I did work for Sinclair Broadcast Group.
How come you got fired?
What'd you do?
It's funny.
So in 2004, I got fired because they asked me to be part of a John Kerry smear job and call it news. And I stood up and said, I mean, one thing I am good at is being a journalist and knowing what news is. I teach a class now for Media Bistro on what news is. I stood up and said, this isn't news. I tried to take care of it behind the scenes.
Good for you.
Finally, I stood up and I was interviewed by the Baltimore Sun, and I said, this is propaganda. It's not news.
Good for you.
And so they fired me publicly. Then they sued me as well.
Oh, my God.
They sued me, and I was out of work. This is actually a good story. I was out of work for 3 weeks. I collected unemployment for 3 weeks. They challenged my unemployment for those 3 weeks.
Oh, my God.
So it was a big deal.
You know what? Hey, you're my hero.
Yeah.
We need more journalists like you.
Standing up. I love that.
I mean, that's not a safe thing to do. Journalism jobs are hard to get. And you wouldn't be part of a John Kerry smear job. Did John Kerry ever thank you for that?
No, but, and it was never for me about politics. In fact, I got forced in the media to tell people who I voted for and because I was a registered Democrat, but I voted for Bush twice, for better or for worse. But I had to defend myself that way so people knew I wasn't just some, liberal hack, which I wasn't.
Here, I mean, I admire that you wouldn't get involved with the John Kerry smear job, but here we smear plenty, so just get used to it. We were ready to smear anyone.
But here we expect it, and these guys deserve the smearing.
Hey, good for you, man. That's a major You know what it is? You're a hero in a sense, because, not in a sense, you're a hero. Not in a sense.
That's more heroic than Sully landing the plane.
You know what, Robin? I can't believe you said in a sense, because you really are just a hero.
Yeah.
And,
What?
And here's my cape.
I know. That's pretty fucking good, man.
Well, the thing is,
I'm proud to have you here.
Well, I appreciate it, Howard.
This is a true American.
All right, Tim, I'm board with John Lieberman. I say we hired this fucking guy. If he gave up his job not to smear John Kerry,
that's a good man.
That's a good man.
But
probably too good for us.
I don't know. He did, have the problem in the marriage, so
Big
I think
deal.
he's fine.
He was
he's
young.
Fine with us.
Robin, he was 28. He didn't know.
And didn't understand marriage.
No.
Now,
we'll get my ex-wife on the phone at some point, and she'll, we have a
Tim,
great relationship.
What do you think? The guy's a fucking hero. I mean, Lieberman.
He's excellent.
Are you going to hire him or not?
Well, we have to do our due diligence.
What does that mean?
What?
Interview, making sure that we get
interview.
I heard him. He's
you
good.
let him on the air before you interviewed him?
All right, we're going to interview you and then hire you. Wow.
And I'm from Baltimore, Robin.
Oh, wonderful. I heard Baltimore Sun in there.
Yeah. Tim wants you sucking his dick a little bit before he gives you the job. Sounds like to me.
That's part of the process.
Hey, do you have a big penis? Because we can give you Steve Langford's theme song.
I was thinking about a theme song.
Oh, we got one already. John Lieberman fucks around on his wife.
Oh.
John Lieberman fucks around on his wife. Hey, listen, it happens to lots of guys. You're in a profession. You're on the road. You're not home a lot. Blah, blah, blah. One thing leads to another. She must have been hot, huh? What'd you do, like meet in hotels and shit? It's fucking crazy.
Oh, dear.
You know, they're trying to smear John Kerry. Oh, they're trying to smear John Kerry at work. Oh.
I don't want to smear John Kerry. I want to smear you.
Oh, I'm going to smear you with my load.
Well, it's been fun, guys. Maybe I'll
work here anymore.
Maybe I'll see you tomorrow with headlines. Maybe I won't.
So, how long you been with the new girlfriend?
For a while, about a year or so.
Good for you.
Yeah.
All right, let's hope you get you. Now, have they explained to you how relationships work?
I finally got the primer. I got the book on Amazon.
You got to stay with the girl. That's it. That's the deal.
Are you looking to marry again?
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You know,
you're not marriage material.
Yeah, who's going to want to marry me?
Robin.
What?
That's right.
We'll talk later, Robin.
See you falling in love over there with John Lieberman.
Right. Yeah. With
John,
this resume.
You know, you had a movie moment in your life where you saw people smearing a guy for no reason, a political candidate, and you just fucking stepped up to the plate and said, I'm not going to be a part of this, and you lost your job and even got sued.
It cost you, but you did the right thing
That's
anyway.
the shit you see in the movies, dude.
Well, the thing is, I mean, journalism these days, it needed to be done back then. I did it. And frankly, I mean...
it's still none good because everybody's...
Right, everybody went the other way.
There aren't a lot of places you can work. You know, I come here, it's like, it's fun. You can do hard-hitting stories, but it's still fun. And there's not a lot of jobs out there where you can do stories that are still using your journalism skills but have fun with it.
Right.
And there aren't a whole lot of places out there like that.
All right, Johnny. It's great to meet you. I'm glad I didn't have to meet you off the air where I'm not really that interested.
And I won't tell you I'm going to come in tomorrow and make latkes or something.
Right.
You know, like Jose. I won't grab you in the studio. Like,
all right, that's John Lieberman, the good dude. Thank you. I like this guy. This is a fucking dude. This is somebody I can talk to.
Brave man.
Go for it, Johnny. Go out there and get some stories.
Now he's chasing Captain Jenks.
Yeah. Unbelievable. See? That's a story, Robin.
That's amazing. Both those stories were amazing.
Yeah, I think they're making him jump through a few more hoops till he gets the job. But you know what?
What is up with that?
Well, maybe I was responsible. When I first heard his first story, I went, I don't know about this guy.
Yeah?
And I gave Tim some other names.
Ah.
And then I started listening to him over and over again. And then I wrote Tim and Brad a note. And I said, you know what? I'm listening to this guy. I'm digging him.
So you're the...
No, I don't think it was me. Because
speed bump.
I'm the guy saying, I'm giving him the go-ahead. I like the guy. I think his delivery is good and his story ability is good.
All right.
You know, whatever. Nobody around here listens to me anyway. You think I'm Howard 100. I mean, I'm Howard in the Howard 100, and I write these guys a note saying, I think this guy's good, and they don't even hire him. Shows you. I get zero respect.
I don't know. Tim says they got to do an interview.
Nah, some sort of interview. I think Tim's like talking to several people so that...
But he's letting this guy on the... I see. Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Mm-hmm. I get you.
But
he's got to be the front runner.
I like him. I'm ready to. See, I'm ready to hire. I'm ready to buy the package.
But there are apparently some rules.
Well, I jump too fast on people. The guy I hired to run my website, I send him a picture to post, and he tells me he was too busy. So, I just hire the first person I meet. Tim maybe is more logical about it, but I like John Lieberman. I'm fine with him joining the team.
Well, Tim may only hire somebody he can hang out with.
Yeah, if he was single and not with a girlfriend, maybe he'd get the job. That if you ask a woman that, they fire you. Tim goes, "Are you single or are you married?" I'm recently single. I'll need a companion. I need a wingman. Why would he ask him that?
Again, it sounds to me like he's looking for somebody to go have a beer with.
Right. So
if he's got to hire somebody, that might as well be one of the criteria.
So much going on today. I mean, you got guys making guacamole. You've got the introduction of a potential
guacamole. We've got a new news person.
Candidate.
We've got it's all happening all at once here. This is the beauty of the Howard Stern Show.
A lot of passion around these hallways.
A lot of passion. People are so into the Howard Stern Show and the vibe of it, and it just goes to show the power of the Howard Stern Show and him being one of the most hated men in America. Come on. Are you kidding me? He's the most loved.
Tim, you mentioned due diligence for John Lieberman. What are some of the things? How are you able to make your final decision? What do you need to see from John?
Well, first of all, we make our best effort to interview every potential candidate that possibly will be out there that would be interested in the job and talk to them and find the most qualified person. We needed somebody to, sit in and substitute for Steve Langford in the newsroom, and John was available, and we interviewed him prior to this opening with Langford, and we thought he was a good guy. So a good guy to sub for the time temporarily, and then we'll see where it goes.
Because Steve Langford left such a mark on this news department, because he was so beloved by Howard, do you look for Langford-like qualities in candidates?
Yeah, I look for somebody that has the ability to do investigative reporting, somebody that has a good presentation on the air, that understands, that it's a performance, and John gets it, as did Steve Langford. Steve Langford was one of the best, and I think John Lieberman is a very, very good replacement.
No more bullshit.
No more bullshit, ever.
Gary, John Lieberman got his feet wet this morning, so to speak. You were a big fan of Langford's, I know.
Yeah.
He left quite a mark here. Do you think Lieberman possesses the qualities to be a solid replacement?
I think he does. It's funny. I came back and I said to Jason, Lieberman's got a little of that Langford quality. He's like, aggressive, not in a bad way, but he's very newsy, and he's out to get the story. And again, I think we're seeing, it's like the intern's first day. This is the best of him. I think he will be a lot like what Steve was, and I say that in a positive way because I love Steve. He seems like a nice guy.
We also saw that from Sal when it was the Win John's Job competition. He was polite, Sal. He was shaking hands. He was smiling, and then
he was just shaking. You're right, but he's new. He's new. And already I like what I see, and I think we'll only get to see more of him. I think he's probably a really good reporter, and I like that thing about getting fired for not wanting to be part of a smear campaign. That's awesome.
Yeah, Howard appreciated his integrity also. Do you think that makes is that the final push he'll need to become a permanent guy here?
I think the way everything went on the air this morning helps him a lot.
John, you're
quite the coxman, huh?
Your official introduction into this world.
Yeah, it was interesting. I don't think I was as prepared as I could have been, but who's prepared for that?
How can you prepare for that?
Exactly. So it was very interesting. I mean, he couldn't have been nicer about the Sinclair stuff, and it's good stuff. We'll see what happens from here.
You gained his respect pretty quickly. That's unusual. That's rare around here.
When I did that back in 2004, I truly did it for the right reasons. I did it because I saw something wrong was going on, and I stood up for it. I didn't do it for notoriety, for media coverage, anything like that. I did it because it was the right thing to do.
And Howard finds that integrity admirable.
So it was a win-win for everybody. And now we'll see what my ex-wife has to say.
Well, I was going to say, conversely, you had to give up a little bit while you're in there, which is typical, which is par for the course around here.
You know what? I still have a great relationship with my ex-wife. We talk every day. We have a son. She's going to find it very humorous, and it's good.
If you become official up here, these are the types of things I'm sure you'll need to get used to. So,
absolutely,
it's a good foundation for you. It's good preparation.
Yeah, I'm ready for it moving forward.
Now, into the future, do you hope? What do you hope to gain? If this becomes a permanent gig for you, what do you hope to gain? What do you hope to bring to the news team?
Well, I think I can bring my hard-hitting, investigative, news style. That's number one. Number two, there is no bigger platform than the Howard Stern Show. So there are a lot of things that I'm passionate about, including helping victims of crime and things like that from having been in America's Most Wanted. And so, to me, the more visibility, the more, I can add to the show, I think, and I can also, push some of the causes that I believe in.
Awesome. Good luck to you, John.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it very much.
is a Howard TV original production.
On this episode, Lady Gaga and her entourage arrive at the Stern Show in style. A little monster gets a little bullied. And chaos reigns supreme as Gaga leaves the building.
Come on, guys. What's your problem? Testing 1, 2. Yeah.
Richard Christie worked on a movie, and the guy that worked on the movie said, hey, I'm really good friends with Lady Gaga's manager. I should put you two together. And he did.
It's a big deal to get her on the show because people are interested in her, and she's current, and she's happening, and she's an interesting, looking person. So everything about her is interesting. So it's very important.
She clearly doesn't want to come on the show.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, they're yanking you. They
I don't
want to
think
say
so.
no, so we won't bash her.
I don't know. I usually
She
get.
wanted to do the show. She had plenty of opportunity.
I usually have a pretty, you could be right, but I think she would do it. I really do think she'll do it in July. Nobody's more paranoid than me when it comes to guests, but I really felt that she would come on.
Lady Gaga's right up there, right underneath Paul McCartney, and that's a big one. That's a big one.
Want to take a bet?
Yeah, I'll take a bet with you.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take a bet on that one. I'll go 500 with you that she'll be here in July.
Okay. You're wrong.
No, I do. I have a good. Listen.
You got the tape?
I really didn't think Lady Gaga was going to show up because she had been booked, and like 3 times they had to unbook it.
I'm not betting you 5,000,
right.
but I have a good feeling that it could happen.
Well, hey, I would think it'd be great, but we'll see.
I thought Howard was going to win the bet. I agreed with Howard on that one. I did not think we were going to see Lady Gaga on the show.
I think Gary in his back pocket knew he was going to get her.
Now, I was standing next to you when you met her manager, and he seemed very sincere. He said, yes, we are going to make this happen.
Yeah, some people are full of shit, but I don't think he's one of them.
Yeah.
I think he is sincere. I think that they are completely fucking overwhelmed.
A couple weeks later, Lady Gaga was in the fold and on the calendar. So I wouldn't say Gary scammed the money off of Howard, but he felt very confident that he could land it.
Lo and behold, she does the show, and Howard's got to pay up $500 in Gary's pocket.
I just thought that, like, she was going to get out of town and the promotion for her album had run its course. But I was wrong, which is rare.
One other thing on the Lady Gaga thing. Originally, you had said when we first had her book that we should get a piano. They've said to me, not having anything to do, even when we first asked her to come in at 8 o'clock, they go, God, she's not a morning person. It's really hard for her to get up in the morning. I can get a piano. That's easy. I just wonder, when somebody comes to sit down here and they see this giant piano there, does it throw them off? I don't want her to see a piano and go, oh, it's going to be that. Then it just sort of turns the interview a different way. But I can get a piano pretty easily.
We were going into a vacation, and Gary and I and Scott were talking about how we get a piano up here. Do we bring a keyboard?
Lady Gaga is coming in first day we get back.
Okay.
Okay. Keep it quiet. I don't really want anybody here to know what's going on because I just want it to sort of happen to be quiet.
Okay.
So the original idea we talked about was Howard said, let's get a piano. And I went into Howard and I said, I'm a little afraid that if Lady Gaga walks in and sees this giant Steinway piano, that it's going to throw her. I always get nervous because, we were going to have McCartney in, and we were going to have a piano too, and my fear is like a guy like Paul McCartney walks in the room, sees a piano, and goes, uh-oh, now they want me to perform, and then it sort of throws their head off for the interview. So, Howard and I have those conversations all the time, and he goes, you may be right, and he's like, why don't you put a keyboard in? So we want to get a keyboard, not a grand piano, a keyboard.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering if we could set it up in a way, Doug, that if we say, hey, would you go play something, and she says, yeah, she can walk over to it, but it's not.
We could just cover it, really.
Yeah, cover with either a
Duvetino.
Yeah, Duvetino, or have a curtain. We have curtains in there. We can
that brings too much attention. We'll just cover it in Duvet. And then I think it was decided we just bring a piano up, and we'll just cover it with like a black cloth. If we cover it, she wouldn't even see it. Like, okay, there's
Howard could just say, we have a piano here. Would you like to play? I mean, it's not a big deal.
I don't think, but excellent, Scott. You'll make it happen. Scott took the bull by the horns with that energy and excitement that he always exudes, and he said he'll make it happen. So when Scott says he'll make it happen, you know it's going to happen because he's just going to have other people do the job right.
I don't know if it'll work, but I'll make it happen.
Famous last words. There you go.
So nobody's talked to her about playing.
No,
right?
no, it's one of those, Howard can just talk her into playing.
Her into doing it.
Yeah, so we'll just have it this way.
Going this way, right? Wait, you want to go this way or you want to go this way?
Billy Joel wasn't
he facing?
I thought he was facing this way. Wasn't he facing this way?
No, because he was facing. No, I think
He's
we were
facing
going this way.
Oh, okay.
This way he could pivot, talk to Howard, and still see Robin.
Okay, right.
I end up ordering the piano from Steinway.
And from Steinway, I contacted their moving company, with Steinway talking to the moving company in between. I had to talk to our facilities people to make sure that the COI was approved by the building, loop in those three parties together, and then make sure that the delivery was on time.
Let's say this is the size of the process of getting the piano and the sound set up. This is Scott's portion. Right there.
I don't handle that. I make sure things sound good. I don't make sure things get delivered.
Scott Salem's participation in this process was little to non-existent in terms of what I was responsible for.
Sarah spent hours, with the building management and with, the moving company and with insurance companies and with, our staff, our engineering staff, in getting that piano in here, and Scott having nothing to do with that.
Like they said on the show, he opened the door. That was pretty much it.
So they handled that, and I was here to just oversee to make sure it came the day it was supposed to come and it got in the studio and was set up properly.
Little Monster is not just a fan of Lady Gaga, but somebody who is obsessed with Lady Gaga. Somebody that goes to every show she does in town. Somebody that buys not one copy of the album, but 10 copies of her album. And somebody that waits for her wherever she's at. If she's coming out of an arena, they're stalking her at the loading dock. The audience is diverse in race, in age, in sexuality. I think I'm pretty much a little monster.
Some of the Gaga lunatics are already downstairs. Oh. She tweeted it, I guess. Oh. Because I was wondering, because somebody else tweeted it yesterday. I'm like, how the fuck did they know? And then somebody said that she must have tweeted that she was coming here.
JD, you should hook up with her.
All right.
You'll be set. You'll be Mr. Gaga. You'll be Lord Gaga.
When I fucked Lady Gaga, sure, she's decent looking. And she's got a great ass, so, of course. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, so the Lady Gaga, I guess Lady Gaga tweeted, so the Lady Gaga fans are writing all this horrible stuff about you, like, threatening you better not bully her, you better be nice to her, the monsters are going to mobilize. They bitch and complain, we get bullied. The second they can bully somebody else, they're the worst bulliers in the world.
That's bullshit. I don't know what you were so scared of with Howard and your precious Lady Gaga going on the show. Lady Gaga is a very smart, intelligent, and strong woman, and she can handle herself in any environment, and I would think that you would have a little bit more faith in her. Forget Howard for a second. What kind of faith do you not have in your precious Lady Gaga that she can handle herself on the show? Don't come out against Howard. That's ridiculous. It's a battle you're going to lose, and you look stupid for it.
How do I feel about that? I really wasn't too concerned, but I just thought that was funny.
You know what? It's the drama club.
We protect our mother, and we're not going to take
it. The drama club has mobilized.
It's like the drama club is attacking Lady Gaga.
Before Lady Gaga arrived, I was very nervous. I didn't know what to expect. What do I have to do today to meet Lady Gaga? I'll do anything to Will.
Really do it right.
Required.
How did we not know that you were gay?
Yeah, how did you know?
You didn't wear fucking tight Lady Gaga shirt.
High Pitch Mike comes back to the bullpen, and he's wearing this incredibly tight shirt, showing off his awful physique.
Mike had the most awesome shirt. He got it at Baby Gap, I think.
I did take a picture of him, which I love so much that it's now on the screensaver on my computer.
I wore the Lady Gaga concert t-shirt and some fun, very Gaga-esque sunglasses.
And that immediately has to go up to Howard. One of the things we do best around here is throw each other under the bus. So we said, yeah, we got to get this homo in the studio.
Oh my
There
God.
You're so cool.
Look at the dark glasses.
It's not a good look for you, by the way.
The Lady Gaga shirt.
Oh, come on. Yeah, the piano in the studio.
I'll suck it in a little bit.
Yeah. And it's a little too tight.
I know.
Yeah.
Everyone had a good laugh, but I wasn't worried about whether I looked like a fool. I just wanted to meet Lady Gaga. What are you laughing at?
Who didn't think Mike was gay?
Judy, she sticks up for people like you. What are you laughing at?
People like me?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Is he a little monster?
He's a closet little monster.
If Mike thinks I'm a closeted little monster, he is out of his mind. I mean, I like her okay. I think she has a nice ass, but I'm not planning on going to any Lady Gaga concerts or anything anytime soon. I'm not following her on Twitter. So there.
There's some leftover glitter on that shirt.
You see me?
That was my best work. Well, you know, if you follow me on Twitter, like I tweet once every 3 weeks. And
You have to let me jizz on your shirt. What is you, your shirt?
We can do that.
It was literally a chick's shirt, and Mike was sporting it, and it couldn't have been a funnier combination between how excited he was for Lady Gaga and how much of an idiot he looked like in that shirt.
During a break, I went in and I told Howard that Lady Gaga needed to come in and do a sound check, so stuff's really moving now. They want to do a sound check before she does anything, but she's not here yet, so she's due here at like 8:02. Okay. So I'll put up a note. We may have to break just to let her come in.
You want to go over notes?
Yeah.
She had a pretty serious cocaine habit at one point.
Right.
She says now she only uses cocaine a couple times a month, or excuse me, a couple times a year.
The anticipation around here was pretty high that morning because while we get a lot of celebrity guests, we haven't had like a pop star of her caliber at this point up here. And it was just, there was a lot of buzz in the building.
She does still smoke pot regularly. She said she likes to smoke weed and drink whiskey when she writes songs. She also is a big fan of ecstasy, actually this drug MDMA, which I guess is the active ingredient in ecstasy. The whole bullying thing.
There was a lot of energy up here when Lady Gaga was about to show up. The piano was here. We heard she was going to play. People didn't know what to expect. This was not necessarily a group of people who were Lady Gaga's demographic or her audience. But, you know, everyone was really curious and really intrigued by her.
And they didn't say which side of the building they're coming in.
You know, they asked for your number.
They never called me.
They never called, so I don't know what to say.
All right. I mean, I got them all passed already. I got her and the security guards and her 2 managers already passed already. So everybody else can check in, whatever they got to do.
We sat down and had a little meeting with Sirius Security, and we had a couple extra people come in. I spoke with Lady Gaga's security, and we wanted to bring her in through downstairs through a private entrance. She wasn't up for that. She's up for going through the crowd, meeting her fans, doing autographs, pictures, all that. So bringing her in was no problem.
Hello, everybody.
Good morning.
The entourage with Lady Gaga was pretty big, as expected. She had a bunch of bodyguards, some makeup, some managers, some agents, some publicists. It was a big entourage.
I'm in the hallway during the Lady Gaga appearance, and I'm holding one of these Sony Handycams. I'm there just to kind of supplement the other camera operators and help out. Usually I don't pick up a camera. And there's a security guard that comes in with her and comes flying over to me.
Maybe her bodyguard thought that a paparazzi or a rogue photographer or a videographer got in.
She's in our house, he's our guest, and it's no way to come at somebody.
She's doing another show after
No, it's good. But one thing that I wish would have been picked up on film is the missing persons report I filed for one Ronald Mund. Isn't this your halls? Isn't that your job? You just gonna let these people get pushed around and you're just gonna sit there and do nothing? Oh, let me guess. You're on Twitter.
Ronnie sat there the entire time and didn't even flinch or raise an eyebrow to come over and try to help me in any way. Thanks, Ronnie.
You had a little stupid camera that looked like a paparazzi camera. You didn't look official. You looked like a bum.
Keith got very scared.
You look badass.
Just another day of work.
It'll be about 2 minutes and I'll bring you in. He'll probably interview you from the piano if that's cool with you.
So I'm going to do the song first?
No, you just sit at the piano, he'll interview you, and then you can just play when you're ready. Does that work for you?
Well, I'd rather like go in the studio and do an interview, and then he asked me to sing a song for him, and then I'll go.
Okay.
Because it's gonna feel really impersonal.
It's just, for us, it's just weird because the walk from the couch to the piano on the radio sometimes it's like 20 seconds and it's just dead air. But
Don't worry, I'll keep talking.
Okay. All right. Howard, she wants to sit here and then go to the piano. She's very clear that she wants them separated. She thinks it's impersonal to do the interview for the piano.
But we're gonna bring her in now, and she's gonna just do a little sound check.
All right.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Howard.
Thanks for coming
nice
in.
Nice to meet you.
So thrilled to meet you.
You too.
I'm so glad you're
How's it
here.
going?
It's
Me
great.
too. Let me just do a quick
Go ahead,
check.
do your thing, and I'm going to go to that.
What key is it in again? Do you remember what key is it? Is it in E? Is it in A? I think it's in A.
Over the hat.
Can you not film this?
Yeah. I think last time. Good. You're gonna do the interview from the couch.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sounds great.
I'm sitting here with Lady Gaga.
Yes, you are.
Hi, guys.
Good
Oh my
morning.
God.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy to see you. We've tried to get you in here, and you look hot.
Oh,
you
thank
look
you.
very good.
Thank you so much.
No talking while the song is on. You guys hear that? That's an edict from Gary. No talking.
Months ago.
You want silence?
Absolute silence.
fans that don't know that T-shirt size.
Let me hear this song that you wrote about your grandfather. I would really like to hear this.
It was actually really cute. Decided to go with the small.
This is about your grandfather.
Yeah, it's about my
And this is the song that
And
came
it's,
out of it.
It's about also knowing in your heart that you may never reach that glorious moment. And I was really, heartbroken because my parents are still married. And my mother.
Yeah, let's have another porn star on the show. It's fucking exhilarating. I tried to watch her performances and the interview very intently, and there was a lot of stuff going on in the back office, so I couldn't watch very closely. I thought the best place to be for Lady Gaga's performance would be right in Gary's office.
I think visually on Howard TV, it's hysterically funny. I think if you're High-Pitch Mike or a Lady Gaga fan, I think you will not find it too funny and probably think we're assholes. How's the song sounded so far?
I wouldn't classify any of the three guys, Shirley and Steve and Will, as bullies. It didn't hurt me emotionally. It didn't, I'm not going to cry about it or anything. No, I wouldn't call any one of them bullies.
High-pitched.
What he did when he got in there.
This is your time to shine. It's the moment you've been waiting for. To go in there and
Phenomenal.
cry,
It's
and
phenomenal.
you actually made Lady Gaga
Guys, I
cry.
need to get the.
Well, talk to me. What was that like going
That's
in there?
phenomenal because that is not just some woman sitting behind a piano. That's an icon. That is a woman who's, like I said, saved kids' lives. You think about the kids who are kicked out of their homes and contemplating suicide. Her being here was a moment I'll never forget. And I kind of debate in my mind whether she was the biggest day in my Howard career or my coming out. It's kind of a toss-up. Both of them are days I'll never forget. And both of them, I would say, were life-changing days for me.
Great to meet you. Really great. And what's beautiful.
Thank you for coming in. It was a pleasure. And you were so incredible. I really am so full of
I'm like so
emotion at this.
starstruck meeting you guys.
Oh,
I've watched the
stop it.
show
No,
so
that-
much.
So great.
At the end of the interview, Lady Gaga wanted to take a picture with Howard.
Where are we doing this? Right here? Okay.
I think a couple of quick ones.
Okay.
But I think for some reason, Lady Gaga likes to be in full costume, and she had taken off her gloves during her piano performance, and she couldn't get her gloves back on.
Well, you know, I need some lube, and nobody probably has any.
So,
Do you have some? That's what I thought.
We have vegetable spray.
That'll work.
Spray her down, Ganji. This is
like a dream for me.
This is what he does. Don't eat her. Don't eat her.
Don't eat her. And then she was wondering why we had cooking oil spray just lying around.
Why do you have vegetable spray?
Oh, don't ask. What is that for? Actually?
We spray some girls sometimes.
Oh my God.
We like
Girls
to make
like
them
it.
glisten.
Was that for me? And you just didn't say anything?
We have massage oil too.
all right, here, look at me. Please. 1, 2, 3. One more, 1, 2, 3. Want to take one with the flash?
Oh, you stopped using flash. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, but I'm going to take one just for safety. 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Lady Gaga wanted a picture of her and Howard on her BlackBerry, and she handed me her BlackBerry, and I took a picture of Howard Stern and Lady Gaga together using her BlackBerry. Okay, guys, right here. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Great.
You got it? See if I look decent. Let's see.
You look
Oh,
great.
am I
Oh my
cute?
God, why not?
Oh, am I gorgeous?
You look so short.
You need higher heels.
You're a tall guy.
I'm a big man.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful to
Thank
do
you.
this. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
He's just a cool person, you know, and I'm pretty down to earth, so I just went in and just was myself, and it was pretty easy.
She could easily leave through the back entrance and leave quietly, but her thing and, you know, why she gets so viral and out there, she goes out very publicly.
Well, I was sent down with the live camera to capture Lady Gaga walking out of the building, and it was an absolute mob scene down there. Once she came outside, it got, like, frightening. People were just all over the place, shoving people out of the way just to get close to Lady Gaga. And there I was with a 20-pound camera above my head, and there was absolutely no way to protect myself from the crowd.
It was pretty scary, actually. I was right in the middle of it. I got pushed into the crowd, and our camera guys were getting pushed around, and it was pretty hectic out there. I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen that many people in the lobby. I've never seen that many people in front of the building. It's insanity.
I think Lady Gaga being on Howard is probably the biggest musical performance he's ever had. He had Lady Gaga at her biggest peak so far in her career, and she's only been around 4 or 5 years.
I thought it was awesome. She was great. She was great. Great interview. She sang great. She was great. She was awesome.
She really set a high bar for other people in the music industry to be real. She's an amazing person.
There's no discussion about having her back, but it worked out great for both parties. I think she had a wonderful time, and I think she would come back. So, you know, I hope we have her back again. I think we will.
I thought she was really great on the air and particularly great on the piano and singing. So, you know, I really liked her. Beforehand, I liked her, but I liked her a lot more after she left.
I am definitely not a little monster unless you consider a huge Iron Maiden fan a little monster, or a huge Dismember fan, or Morbid Angel, or Malevolent Creation, or Amon Amarth. Those are that's the kind of music I'm into.
I'm a monster. I'm in competition with Lady Gaga.
Listen, I'm a big ugly monster. Never mind little monster.
I don't know if I'd call myself a little monster. I don't like to see myself as a victim in any way. But I certainly was inspired by her performance.
I do not consider myself a little monster. I used to, but I stopped blowing guys.
I'm a total monster. I'm a big monster. I love show business. Show business!
Matt Nathanson is going to come in and do a song for us.
Who's Matt Nathanson?
I know, that's what I said, but he has a hit song.
Yeah?
It's called Come On, Get Higher. You know that song?
No. Not just by the title.
I forget, Gary. Then I actually saw him on the internet doing a Prince song, Little Red Corvette, acoustically. It was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
And I think he's single. Maybe we could hook him up with you.
Here we go.
I'd like to see you be Mrs. Matt Nathanson. Good-looking guy.
You don't know anything about the guy.
I know he's single and he's got a career. What more do I need? And he's handsome.
That's all I'm looking for.
Well, are you looking for more than that? What more would you be looking for?
I'm looking for somebody who gets.
Oh, who connects with you? No, that I don't know. You might be asking too much.
I need a cock.
All right, we're working on it, Rob.
4 inches is fine.
I know your requirements.
I have big, pendulous breasts.
I told that to Matt. He's probably
Fuck
married.
my tight little pussy.
Save that for when Matt gets in here, please.
Okay, now you can do me.
All right, calm down. What's with you today?
I'm very talkative.
You are.
Hey, good morning, Matt.
How are you?
Good, how about you?
Good. Psyched to be here.
Yeah, man. It's a nice early morning performance for you.
Yeah. I was up, you know. No.
Musicians don't wake up this early, do you?
Yeah, no.
Right this way. Right on. So this is a nerve-wracking type of thing for you, or are you just so used to being on stage and performing?
Well, no, here's the deal. So I'm used to doing all this kind of shit, except that I'm a huge fan. So I couldn't even speak when Ronnie came in to fucking shake my hand, so I think I'm going to lose my mind when I'm in the room.
So you know everything. You know the nuances. You know.
I know a lot of the nuances. So it's going to be interesting, for sure.
That can be both good and bad.
Yeah, it'll work.
All right, man. Good luck. Have fun in that.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Right on.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hey.
How are you?
Nice to see you.
Good seeing you.
Oh, good morning. Just in case you got a problem? Break it up? I think it's your guitar. Just break it up, man.
Yeah.
It's your guitar. Something.
I got a new battery in it, so I don't know if it's that. Yeah, it sounds like it might be the cable. Is there another?
Yeah. 20 seconds. I'll get another cable. We got a problem with cable.
If I could just tell my phone.
Hey, Evan, if you got a problem with this one DI, number 1 DI, could you give me? You have another guitar cord? 1/4 inch? Yeah.
I gotta go find one down the hall. Oh, Fred does. See, Fred does right behind him.
Fred, you got a 1/4 inch guitar cable?
I
probably do.
Hey, boys.
How are you?
What's happening here?
Nothing.
You all right?
Good to see you, yeah.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Right on. Thanks for
Yeah,
having
cool. Oh. Did you guys do your setup?
Well, close.
Close.
I think we're having a little
Technical difficulty?
A little bit, yeah.
I got one.
No problem, Scott.
Yeah, one of the cables is dead.
Cool.
Here, give me that one, because that's not going to fit, because it's a rubber.
Still breaking up. Still breaking up.
Is yours breaking up too? Hit it real loud.
Oh yeah. Now try that now.
This might be the gain on the headphone volume.
No, I'm hearing it over here.
You are?
Yeah.
Both guitars are doing it. On me. Do you want to do a quick?
It's odd.
We can also mic it.
Try it now.
Oh, you patted it? Yeah. That's great.
Better?
Yeah. Perfect. You good? Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. We're good.
You getting me? All good to go?
Yep. They're over here. Right here. Dan.
And I can talk to them through that?
Yep.
Okay. How do you guys memorize lyrics, man?
I'm terrible at it.
This microphones sound weird, Scott.
A lot of hiss.
Yeah, you don't hear it. I got an engineer who doesn't hear anything. Now it's gone. So you did something, right? Yeah. Say something, boys.
Anti-hiss button.
Better.
Oh, no, that doesn't work. Yeah.
Check. Yes.
Better.
I don't know.
I give up. You know what I mean? I've been at this game a long time. He wants to go bowling. Maybe I'm going to let him. You know what? Maybe you should go. Maybe you should go right now and bowl. Because the sound, you know, whatever you're doing over there ain't working. Maybe you need to bowl a few frames.
Is there a problem now?
Shake it off with a good bowl.
Maybe this is his way of getting back at me. Do you know if there's a problem or not? Do you
I
need
don't
me
hear
to?
any problem.
You don't even hear it when you talk. Okay.
Well,
all right.
no,
Look,
I don't.
here's no problem. Here's the problem.
It's a slight. I mean, it's
Slight. It doesn't bother you? Okay. All right. Fine. Don't worry about it, man. Hey, man. Like those people down at Occupy Wall Street, man. Everything's cool, man.
Would you open more mics?
We don't need money, man. Right, Scott?
No.
You should go down to Occupy Wall Street. He's got the perfect mentality down there. He'll do just fine. Yeah. Hey, come on, everybody. No more money. Fuck it. Let's exchange goods. Fuck. Right? Yeah, it's cool, man. The sound's okay. Howard complains about everything. You guys know how it is.
Oh, man. Yes.
So how old... by the way, we're speaking to... listen, I should introduce you. I shouldn't just start a conversation.
Yeah, you just started talking like everybody was up on what's going on here.
We're speaking with Matt Nathanson and, of course, his friend and fellow guitar player, singer, Aaron Tapp. These boys are going to come in here and do some songs. I was watching you dudes on the internet at that Onion thing doing Little Red Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
What was that all about? Is that some sort of competition?
Apparently it was like a beatdown by people that post shit on the internet. We posted that thing and we were all excited. I was like, wow, that's great. Killer Prince cover. And then all the people that sort of comment, the comments just fucking added up. It was a beatdown.
A beatdown?
Oh, yeah.
I loved it.
You think that we had, like... raped a child.
Yeah, somebody asked
They really didn't like it.
I guess there was some website where they post songs and they say, hey, let's have different artists come in and do cover versions.
Yeah.
So you guys were nice enough. You went in and did Prince, Little Red Corvette. And I thought it was beautiful to do a nice acoustic version of that. Cool. And I didn't read the comments below. I'll have to go back. Oh, like, you're a pussy.
No, dude, so the AV Club itself is badass, right? It's fun. So they invited us in, and it's a little bit of a hipper demographic than...
What is the AV Club?
It's the Onion's internet thing. So they're hilarious, and they're, and the people, apparently the people that sit at home and fucking type.
Well, people just shit all over you.
Oh,
Even
dude.
my own fans, when I tweet stuff, they shit on me.
I know.
You can't do anything anymore.
They really get bent out of shit. They like to just type dumb shit. And
what did they say? What was the worst comment you read about your Little
There's
Red
a couple
Corvette?
good ones, like makes me want to shit blood and stab my eyes. Little fun things like that. That's a nice moment.
Oh.
And like we got done and we were like, dude, I was like, that was fucking good. Way to go. Like we were psyched, and we were psyched to have been asked. And then it was like, they just started rolling in, and I'm like, oh, maybe the first couple will be bad. And it was just like a fucking beatdown. Then someone would sort of speak up and be like, you guys are total snobs. And it was just like, like fucking no.
Doesn't it suck being a performer?
Dude, it sucks because you need people to give you feedback. It's like, we can't just do this in a fucking vacuum. And then
Where's the love, though? Where's the love?
Anyway, so when you prepare a song like that,
yeah,
that's a lot of preparation, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you just don't wing it. I mean, you got to go do a whole thing. And what's your guys' relationships like? Did you guys always work together? Is this a
couple of years? Like we've been together since 2006,
5, 6,
But we grew up in the same town in Lexington, Massachusetts.
And you met where?
Working at a pizza place.
No kidding.
Is that right?
And you both were into guitar and
yeah,
all
he
that.
was in a band that was like cool and put out their own CD, and it was the summer. Yeah. And I was like, I got to put out a CD.
Because you boys got that Simon and Garfunkel vibe. I mean, you got the good harmonies going and the whole thing.
We cover the Boxer, too, sometimes. Man.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
God, I love that song.
It's a great song.
Is that a tough one to do?
It was, for sure. Simon and Garfunkel are weird because Paul Simon's all about this sort of emotional output, and then it becomes math at a certain point in the middle of the song.
Right.
And you have to, like, start using your brain because he puts weird chord changes in or whatever. And so, yeah, Simon and Garfunkel, it's taken a while to figure it out.
Where'd you grow up?
Right in outside Boston.
And do your parents like pull a shit fit when you decide you're going to become a professional musician?
No, they were pretty cool about it, actually.
Now, when
but
did
they also put me in boarding school when I was in fifth grade. So they were like,
they didn't even want you.
They were like, you're all right, but
did that ever strike you as weird? Like your parents had you and then sent you away? I never get that.
Yeah, it's a lot of therapy I've been going through.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like a weird thing. Did you ever say to them, like, why would you?
Couldn't I live with you?
Like, don't you enjoy me? I mean, why'd you have a kid? You fuckers.
They had a bunch of kids. They had three. My sister, my brother, and I. And there was just sort of a point where they were like. And it's had sort of the insult to injury is that my boarding school was like 15 minutes away from my house. So I'm like fucking fifth grade, and then I would call, and I'd be like, I gotta come home. This sucks, you know. And it would be like, well, it could be worse. Warren and his brother Tom, are third and fourth grade. You know, could be worse.
So
and they weren't terrible parents, but it was just like
they were kind of non-parents, though.
At one point, they wanted out. Apparently.
Yeah, right. I mean, do you think they looked at you and went, you know, like we don't like him that much, like we're not enjoying him?
Dude, I don't really know. I think I grew up in sort of a household of pretty self-absorbed people. I think they did an okay job. You know, they did as best they could. At the time.
I don't get that. Why have kids to send them away to boarding school?
Maybe they didn't realize. You know, sometimes people get into things.
That's even worse.
That's what I think. A lot of people have that primal drive to have kids, and then they have them, and they're like, what the fuck is this? This is a lot of work, and you know what? I'm not enjoying myself.
And apparently birth control wasn't a big deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, apparently nobody wanted to fucking wrap it. You know what I mean? It's like, that's all it takes.
Are you actually in therapy about it?
I've been for a long time, working through just not only that, but a bunch of stuff. But you figure it out. It's like...
Were you an annoying kid?
No, I mean, I think you get annoying when you're sent away.
Well, wait a minute. Did you had brothers and sisters?
Yeah, so
and
all
they were
of us,
sent away too.
All of us went away to boarding school at the same time.
I see.
Would have been really bad if they just sent you. And
but my sister was 9 years older, so she was already done. She was like on her way to college. Or
so they lived through her childhood
and my brother's childhood. And then they were kind of like, and my parents were divorced, so my mom had it tough. She didn't have it easy either. But it was like one of those things. And then you go to boarding school and you're there with a bunch of people who are like way more fucked up than you could ever imagine.
They were sent there because they're pains in the ass.
Yeah, and their like parents are Kawasaki or DuPont or something, and they like do shit you've like snorting Lysol and like writing their name in blood on the fucking mirror. You know what I mean? Like,
was it a military school?
No, it was actually a really good school. It was just like such a bunch of fucking weirdos.
And did you play guitar then? I mean, were you like obsessed with it?
Yeah, I had my first band. I started playing guitar in fourth grade. I was really into hair metal as a kid, so I would learn like Def Leppard songs and Poison songs, and then I had my first band in sixth grade.
I heard you got married young, someone told me.
Yeah, so I've been with my wife for 20 years.
He wants a family.
Wow. Yeah, I was like, fucking help. It was like a life raft. No, my family's not that bad. But I mean, they're not that awesome. You know, as you sort of start to like...
your parents and say, like, why did you send me away?
You know, I sort of make it known that it wasn't super fun.
Right.
You know, and they like to say things like, occasionally they'll be like, well, it was the best thing for you. And in retrospect, it was the best thing for me.
Well, maybe.
To get kind of as far away, you know, to sort of be out on my own.
Yeah, I think I would have loved going to military school or any kind of school away. Any of them, like where I could be away.
Yeah, it ended up being pretty fantastic when you've distanced yourself. And it's not that they were terrible, but it's just like my brother and my sister.
I just can't imagine never leaving school. You are there in the morning. You're there at lunch, and you're there at night.
Yeah.
And there were some amazing
Were there
teachers.
girls there?
No.
It's all dudes.
Dude, it was terrible. Can you imagine?
Can you get laid?
No.
Who's gonna with another guy?
A lot
Can
of
you
people
even beat off, or they get a roommate?
They do things like, there was some wacky shit. I remember some kid brought like a mannequin head in. It was like, I'm gonna fuck this mannequin head. You know what I mean? You're like, what is happening?
I'm gonna need you to leave right now.
Totally.
I'm gonna be with a girl. Her name is Mannequin Head. I have to play this later in the show. I found this really cool thing on the internet. This guy explaining he invented a new mannequin head, like a rubber head that you can fuck and like.
It's his invention.
Yeah, but he speaks about it like it's a real girl. It's a fantastic piece of tape that I'm going to play for you. So you like you can't even jerk off because you have no solitude.
Well, not to mention that the walls of the dorm didn't go all the way to the ceiling.
Oh, so you're
it
like
was
in a cubicle.
You're in cubicles essentially. So you can't. Jacking off is difficult. I don't even know, but getting laid was like a fucking fantasy land to me. I was like. People get laid. People see women. I didn't know you could fart in front of girls. Like, I was a mess. And it was like, yeah, so that was 9th grade. And then 10th through 12th, I went to school in New Hampshire. And that was way better because there was girls there. But I was like socially retarded because I'd never experienced actual women. It was fun. It's been a good, fun ride.
By the way, it's not too hard interviewing you with Scott changing all the equipment.
Around,
It's just so easy. Scott, can you tell me what's going on? I mean, it's wild. Like, didn't we set this up this morning and test it and everything?
We did.
And yet we always seem to have problems after you test stuff. I mean, what?
Why bother?
Yeah, I mean, what's going on?
Scott, do you need a hug? Come here.
I mean, no. You know what? This goes on every time we have a guest, pretty much.
It doesn't go on. We did check it. And, for some reason, we're having distortion problems with the guitars. I don't know. I can't diagnose it quickly, so I just want to set up a microphone directly instead of using a direct box.
Okay, boys. Yeah, I mean, you have no idea what's going on in here, Gary. I've had it.
I do. And I saw Scott, like, right at the last break, ask Fred if Fred had a 1/4-inch guitar cable. And I'm thinking, why don't we have 20 of those? Because we have musicians up every other week.
No. Hey, Fred, this is like hippie stuff. We got some musicians coming in. You got any extra guitars?
We had 2, and I thought that would be the problem.
10. Please.
Okay.
Stop thinking about bowling.
I'm not thinking about bowling.
I need you on top of your game, pal.
Bowling's over. I'm not thinking about bowling.
These fucking guys are trying to sell records.
And they're good.
They're good, but during the show, the guitar is fucking up. Fred, you have a mixer? I mean, what is this?
You don't happen to have a Fender dual reverb, do you?
I mean, I thought this would be easy today. I don't understand.
I like a Marshall half stack.
I mean, shouldn't we have this equipment? I don't.
We do.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry, boys. I'm having agita. Oh fuck, man. What are you gonna do? So you were in military school, and then is your wife the first girl you had sex with?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy cow! You haven't had sex with any other women but your wife?
Well.
What?
Is this thing working? Is that thing breaking up again?
What do you mean?
Well, we had hiatuses.
What do you mean hiatus?
Well, because we were dating for 10 years before we got married.
Oh,
so we've been together 10 years.
You were together, you broke up. You were together, you broke up.
Yeah.
Does she know you fucked other girls in hiatus? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
And did she get other guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was wild because I don't know why I was sort of a prude in high school. I had the opportunity a couple times, and I got all righteous. I don't know what my problem was.
Well, I'm looking for a woman where I could have, like, I have hiatus and she doesn't. I'm still waiting to find that arrangement, you know? What about you, Aaron? You married too?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at you boys.
But you didn't go to boarding school and all of that stuff, did you?
No. I created my own isolation.
He unfortunately had to live with his parents.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Man.
Yeah, that can be a lot rougher than boarding school.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. And so you guys hook up, you start writing music. Did you think it was going to work out? Did you have confidence?
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. I started making records and touring in a car. Like, I made my first CD when I was in college.
Right.
And I would just tour. I got a job out of college working, like, setting up offices, like sharpening pencils and then I would go on the weekends and fly to Boston and New York and Philly and kind of start building a fan base there.
Right.
And then I would start doing it in San Francisco, Los Angeles.
You like doing it, or you?
Oh yeah.
You like the business?
It's the best. I mean, the business is fucked, but playing music is the best thing in the world.
Are you jealous of those guys who came up when you can actually sell records and sell tons of them?
Thinking about that this morning, actually. Well, I did this thing with Daryl Hall live from Daryl's house. He has this thing
that's
on
cool,
his,
yeah.
And it was rad. Except he just shits. I mean, he just shits money. I mean, can you imagine what it was like back in the day?
He shits money because he sold so many records that you could make money that way. Guys today play. You have hit songs and you don't make money from them, right?
I mean, the thing is I make good money, and I'm super. I'm amazed at the money that I make, and I just think to myself, if this was 10 years ago,
oh my
how
God,
much more money would I make?
Right, I was reading an article about Coldplay, and they're saying that they're one of the last bands.
Yeah, the Times did that
and
great
they said,
article.
they've sold 40 million albums, and that's unheard of. It's almost like impossible to do.
Yeah, like now you can't sell an album, right? I mean, it's tough.
It's pretty hard. People really feel entitled to free music.
Right.
And it's fucked. I don't understand why.
So how do you make the money? Going out on tour?
Tour, and then getting played on the radio and stuff like that is really helpful.
Right.
But I don't understand why people... Because music to me is everything, and you'd think that other people would feel the same way.
Aaron, you help write the songs, or is it... what's the story?
No, not in this...
not in this configuration? No.
Yeah.
No.
So...
Sometime.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's where the money's at, right? Publishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I write with my friend from college, a kid I went to college with.
I see.
Yeah.
So you get out, you start making music, got to put in tremendous amount of hours going to clubs, getting booed, getting shit on, right?
Yeah.
Until you start getting good.
Yeah, and even when you think you're good, you're still getting booed and getting shit on. I don't know why.
I know.
It's like, fuck. It just you got to dial into the audience.
You went out on tour with Train, huh? Pat Monahan,
yeah,
you
my
friends with him?
boys, Yeah. And I know that you're friends with Pat.
You get along well with him?
Love him. We've been friends from San Francisco about 15 years.
I was thinking, I was going to tell Pat, you know what he ought to do? He ought to just go on X Factor and win the $5 million. That's what you guys should do, too. 5 million clams.
Or America's Got Talent, any of the shows.
But this X Factor is giving away $5 million. I
know.
Again, it's a recording contract. Howard.
What does that
It's not
mean?
It's a $5 million recording contract.
Tell me what that means. You mean it's not $5 million?
No.
Oh, what does a $5 million recording contract mean?
That I would not know.
Yeah, explain the prize to me on X Factor.
So the way it works, at least the way a record deal works, it's like a loan. It's like a bank loan. So they give you money, and then you pay them back on a certain royalty percentage. So if I give you $1 and you have 15 points on your record, you're paying every dollar that comes in, 15 cents that you would be making goes to paying back your dollar.
So I'm watching these kids on X Factor. They're all planning buying houses for their mothers and stuff. I mean, they're not going to get $5 million.
They need to use that money to make some money.
Oh, I thought they were getting $5 million.
Do those hip hop fucking like cribs things where people are like, "This is my Maybach. This is my like."
It's all borrowed.
That can't be.
It
true.
can't be right, right?
No.
You're going to do a song that was a big hit for you. Is this your biggest hit?
Yeah.
Come On, Get Higher.
Yeah.
That was your biggest.
So far. So far, the biggest.
All right. man.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Good stuff.
How long does it take you to write that?
That took a while.
What do you mean a while? Like how long?
You always read about Tom Petty like shitting out Free Falling in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That is not how I write.
Doesn't go for you that way. It's hard.
It's definitely, the brain is the enemy of the creative process.
Did you write that on hiatus from your wife or while you were with her?
Well, what do you do?
What is that about? That's about a woman, huh?
It's about a woman.
Is it about your wife? Oh.
Howard.
Oh, no, huh?
In this world of dynamic relationships.
Yeah.
It is, it's about,
You got an open marriage?
No.
No, not anymore.
No. It took a long time to get.
open.
Oh.
Yeah, it took a long time to get right.
So you wrote that about another chick while you were on hiatus?
I wrote it about Aaron.
Oh, beautiful.
Sometimes we spoon on the bus.
long
in our
tour.
plushy suits. And I'm like, come on, get higher.
Now, how's that work? Does Aaron work for you? Is that like, what's the relationship? Like you hire him out?
Yeah.
So you're in charge of his salary? And Aaron, if you like want a raise, you have to go and say, hey, Matt, what's the deal?
I did this much last year.
I've got this hair shirt that I wear, and I walk to him without looking him in the eyes, and I'm like...
Well, seriously, do you have to ask him for a raise and things?
You can be straight.
We work it out, yeah.
Yeah, you work it out.
Yeah.
Well, I gave him a raise.
Embarrassing. You gave him a raise when?
I gave him a raise and he wasn't super psyched on it, which was awesome. So he I was like, dude, hey, like, he never said anything.
Right.
And I was like, hey, man. Like,
why
you
the cold
psyched
shoulder
on the raise? He's like, I kind of expected a little more. And then he kind of said to me, this is kind of how I feel, and I was like, all right, yeah, sounds right to me.
What did you say?
So I changed it.
Because people need to know this. They want to get a raise too. What did you say? Like, hey, I think I contribute a lot. I'm the only other part of your sound, and and I play guitar and sing as well.
Yeah, I don't play the like I'm indispensable card. It's more just like, hey, here's what we're doing. The workload is increasing.
Right.
If you weren't there, you'd be fucked. If I wasn't here,
you lay out your resume, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you acquiesced and gave in a little more.
Yeah.
Super.
He's worth it.
He's right, though. He gave you like kind of a bad vibe.
When you give somebody a raise and they don't fucking say anything, you know you've done something wrong. I was kind of like, oops. Well,
what was it, like 7%?
I was just biding my time.
Right. I mean, you don't like it to be about that, but I mean, hey, you got to make some dough while you're young, and it's happening, right?
Yeah, and considering we've worked together 25% of the time we've known each other, I think we've worked that part of it out pretty well.
Yeah, I think it worked well.
Is it the right amount now? Are you happy?
Yeah.
You are?
He gave him a cost of living raise, and he was like, no.
Please say yes, fuck.
I mean,
well, now that you bring it up.
I mean, it's unbelievable. So you write that song, were you signed to a label when you wrote that song?
No, so I had been on Universal, big major label, and then I wanted out of there. So I got out.
Why'd you want out?
Because it just wasn't a good match. They were not the right
They buried you? They didn't promote you?
Yeah.
It was kind of a waste of time.
Busting ass, and they didn't care.
So then when you leave them, you wrote that song?
So I wrote, yeah.
Oh, good. That's a good fuck.
Totally, that was nice.
Yeah, you wrote your big hit song on another label. Was that for another label? Or
So I made it by myself, and then I licensed it to the label that I'm currently on.
So then you made some dough.
Yeah.
And now... So when I hear that on the radio, you own that song.
Yeah, there's a publishing deal underneath it. It's a sort of a complex bunch of, but yeah, so that was a nice...
So this new album you got out of, that's on a label?
Yeah, Modern Love, the new record, was the first that I made for the label.
How's this record doing? Gary says he hears this song all the time, the Faster, the single.
Yeah.
So that's taken off.
Yeah,
things are happening.
Doing well.
Look at you guys, all right.
I like it.
It's beautiful. Let me hear a little of this. Hold on, I'll play you some. Faster. Here we go. Let me just hear a little. Oh, yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah.
About your wife?
It's about Aaron.
How are you getting away with not writing about your wife?
You got to tell her these songs are about her.
Yeah.
They're
right?
about... No, the thing is like this, all right? Takes a long time to figure out what's important.
Right. Yeah.
And it took me a long time to figure out what was important.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Do you have any idea?
Songs about other people?
No, that song's more of like my imagination.
Oh, you're imagining a woman.
Yeah, imagining a woman.
Someone's going a little stir crazy. Wow, you taste like sunlight. You're supposed to write that about your wife.
It's about her.
Did you dump her constantly during that hiatus?
No,
time?
it wasn't a dump. Here's the deal. I'm going to be straight.
Yeah.
When you, so I know a little bit about you, Howard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it takes quite a while to figure out how to be in a relationship.
Right.
Right?
Right.
There's a certain amount of fantasy that has to be put aside, and you have to, it's about reality. Living in a real situation where you're actually connecting with things that aren't just made up in your mind and projected onto other people.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And so when you're in a relationship when you're 17 with somebody, you haven't even begun to figure out who the fuck you are or what's going on.
Agreed.
And so because my wife is such a badass,
right,
she's kind of weathered my inability to figure my shit out.
Right.
Up until a certain point.
Then she got then she said, I can't put up with this anymore.
Then I figured it out as well. It sort of was a nice
So I'm reading between the lines on what you're saying. You were with your wife, but then like you started saying, yeah, I know I've never been with anyone else. I got to figure this all out.
We had moments of apart too in college and after that kind of stuff. But it's like
so you kept being like weird with like I can't tell if this is like forever and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So she finally just said, you know what, go figure your shit out and come back to me when you figure it out or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Yeah, that works. I like that.
And then she went out and fucked like 30 guys.
Where'd she go?
She's a badass.
She really left.
She's a badass. And but it's like I didn't know. I didn't get it. Took a while.
I see.
Takes a while to get it.
Yeah, sure does.
Then what?
For guys.
Yeah. I mean, you have girls in here all the time.
Yeah, when you go out on tour, you guys got a big female audience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice now. Now to get the energy of it.
Right.
It's been a bunch of years since I've been since I've figured it out.
Right.
So now it's just great energy between. I like that energy.
Well, look, listen.
How's that?
I like that energy too.
I know you do.
So, do you and your wife ever do three-ways? You ever invite another girl in?
No.
While you were figuring it out, even?
No, but that's a fucking. I missed that window.
You missed that window. That's a shame. Well, listen. First of all, let me just tell you something. The new single is called Faster. There's Matt's new album, Matt Nathanson's new album, Modern Love, is in stores now. Also for any tour dates and albums, go to mattnathanson.com. Oh, you boys are nice guys. I like you.
Good stuff.
I like that your parents shipped you off to off to school. That is a weird move.
Something.
Bring your parents in here next time. I want to talk to
the
them.
repression there. You don't want that.
What's your old man do for a living?
He was a manufacturer's rep, so he like sold curtains and stuff.
Yeah, and that job is so stressful he couldn't keep you at home.
He was out, so it was my mom. My mom was
Did he have another
Polaroid.
family?
No, I just don't think my parents were super into being parents.
Right.
Like, in retrospect,
right.
I think that they were kind of like, this is what you do. You
it's like
impregnate
people who adopt a dog and then they realize they're not good with animals.
Right, you can't take a kid back to, there's no place to take them back.
Yeah, the only difference between that is you have nowhere to dump your kids off to, except for boarding school.
They gotta, like,
where'd they ship you off for summer when school wasn't
So
around?
I went to camp for 2 months.
Did you get to come home for holidays?
Oh, man.
Well, see, they like to say, like, you came home on the weekends, and I was like, I was fucking 8. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like, what if I shit my pants? So shouldn't you be there to wipe them? Holy mackerel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, your parents' disasters.
They're cool. Now they're
What
What's
a
worse?
great adult friend.
Do you think it's better to be at home like my parents where they're just yelling at you and telling you what to do every minute and telling you you're a fuck up? Or is it better to just go to boarding school where at least someone might be a little bit nice to you? Was anyone nice to you at boarding school?
Yeah, boarding school, there was about 15% amazing teachers, and then, like, the rest were, like, felons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they would play, like, horse with you playing basketball, and you're, like, 10, and then they'd beat you and be like, you got faced. How'd that feel?
Oh, my God.
It's just like, you are a fucking douche.
I wonder if your mother ever worried about you at night. Like, said, gee, I wonder what my boy's doing.
Sure she worried, but apparently not enough to fucking
Not
pull
that
me
much.
out.
He'll be all right.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was not super fun. But again, I think that you stayed at home.
I like that you went to camp too during the summer. Like they didn't even have you home for the summer.
I was home for maybe a week, a nice week.
Was that the longest time you were ever home as a kid? Like a week?
No. 3 weeks for like break.
Were they totally
break.
aggravated with you after?
No,
weeks?
they were kind of cool. It was sort of like having. I don't know how they acted.
Mom, 2 kids raped me at boarding school this week. Honey, things will get better. Don't complain so much. At least people are paying attention to you. Would you cry to them? I want to come home.
Oh my God, I fake threw up back in the day. You sort of like go to the dining hall and you fucking shovel food in, and then you walk out of the dining hall and you spit it up, and you're like, I'm sick. Time to go home.
Oh my God.
They did not fall for that.
What a crazy scene.
Yeah.
And it's not even like they were rich people. They didn't have that much money. Like they just took as much cash as they could to get rid of you. Because boarding school ain't cheap, right?
They worked so he could be away from home.
I mean, your dad's a salesman and your mom's working at Polaroid, and they're like, let's scrape everything together and get this fucker out of the house. Yeah, I mean, really.
That's teamwork.
Yeah, right.
That is teamwork.
You know, I'm going to work so that we can get him out. Like, your mom could have quit her job and stayed home with you, and it probably would have been cheaper. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. It was fun, for sure.
Do you even visit them now? I mean,
I see them occasionally. I talk to my dad. My dad and I have got a really nice relationship.
Getting to know him a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Jerry.
And mom, like, you're not even involved with?
Not as of late, no.
Right.
She's not,
Like, does she deserve to be in touch with you? I mean, you hardly know her.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I know.
she did pay for school.
No, they were cool, but yeah, later in life, my father and I have started to come to like an understanding.
Yeah.
And my mother and I, not so much.
I'm surprised you didn't write Father of Mine, you know?
Yeah.
Where have you been?
So
that could have been your song. There's a hit floating around there with your dad and your mom.
Gonna be called Mannequin Head.
When's the last time you spoke to your mom?
I saw her. We were in Florida with Train and Maroon 5. So she
came to the show.
She comes to the shows.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, while I was away from you, I learned how to play guitar and sing.
No, she was always, let me just be straight. She was super supportive on a level of like, here's a guitar.
Anything you don't
like,
do at home, I like.
Yeah, anything you need. Does she try to call you and you don't even return the call?
No. She's she doesn't really like me, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a thing now.
Do you really
I don't
think that?
she. Oh no, I know it. Yeah. She's
Well, how
not
did she
a big
communicate that to you?
fan of me. Just
Didn't she write some shitty comments under the Prince song?
She went to the AV Club website.
You guys blowing your homos. I think she wrote that. What? How do you know she doesn't like you?
She just isn't super into relationship, right? With like togetherness, like talking on the phone, and she's into disappointment. She's a big fan of disappointment, and apparently
she says you disappoint me.
I'm good at it.
I mean, you're selling records. You're a successful musician.
I don't know what her expectations are.
Gee whiz.
But she did come to the show. That's nice.
Yeah, no, she's always super supportive. That's
The
what I
show
mean.
was horrible.
She comes and she bought me a guitar. She was always incredible. Always took me to, like the
I called your mom. She told me she went there to meet Train.
She's a Pat Monahan fan.
Honey, where's Pat Monahan? Where's his dressing room? No offense. Wow.
So yeah, it was a weird trip. It's fucked me up for sure.
And when you play guitar at boarding school, do all the kids beat you up because you're artsy?
I was fat too.
Oh my god! Yeah,
And
you're
my
in pretty
name
good shape.
is
You ripped, huh, dude?
Matt.
How'd you get to? Hey, Matt.
That sucks.
Yeah, Matt's not a great name.
No, when you're fat.
It's worse. It's not worse than Howard though.
No, Howard.
So you were a chubby kid who played guitar?
I was a fat kid, and I had no real friends. But I had teachers that were my friends.
But maybe that's good because then you lost yourself in your guitar, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you had plenty of time to practice.
Yeah, thank God you just didn't waste your time playing video games. At least you played guitar and came up with an occupation.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about you. It's like, I don't know what's better because you were at home and you were driven to do something, and I was not at home and I was driven to do something. So I think it just...
Any teachers molest you or anything like
No,
that?
and we didn't get anything good like that. No...
Plus you were chubby, so no one was coming.
Yeah, nobody wanted to.
That was your protection.
They could offer me candy.
So when you play guitar, were kids like, "Hey, you pussy, put down that guitar"?
No, there's just better guitar players, and they would be like,
"Oh yeah,
I'm better than you, fat ass."
Yeah, well, guess what? I'm making a living at this.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
where are they now?
They're mixing cement.
They come out at Facebook. They love Facebook.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
Yeah. Hey man, how's it going?
Yeah, how's my bro?
Totally.
Wow. I'm glad things worked out for you.
Thanks.
You guys seem like good dudes, not douchebags. Lord knows I meet a few of those. Pretty sure I'm one. Well, anyway, listen. You know, these guys want you to know they got a new record out, the new album, Modern Love. It's in stores now. Go buy an album. Do something different. And for all the tour dates, the albums, merch, whatever, go to mattnathanson.com. Thanks for coming in, boys.
Thanks for having
me. I enjoyed meeting you.
It was great.
A lot of fun.
Pleasure, yeah.
Love hearing about your childhood. It's fun.
We've never met a boarding school kid.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. I love that you went to summer camp, too.
I mean,
I
it's just constant.
Let's see. I'm transitioning from boarding school to summer camp now.
I'm going away from home to go to school and away from home for the summer.
Yeah, I mean, do you think I'll ever get to go home
Did
again?
Mom even show up on Family Day at camp or any of that stuff?
They used to come. They used to come take me to dinner. I think they missed the point. they'll say things like, "It wasn't that bad. I don't know why you think it's so bad." And it's like, okay, thanks for being empathetic.
I had a bunch of people on the phone for you, but our phones have gone dead.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Everything's going whacked out today. There was a shitload of people to talk to you. Then I went to go get them, and I see they're all dead. Sorry, boys.
It's all good.
It's just not my day today. Anyway, so
equipment problem.
Yeah, so we'll go try and fix the equipment so people can call in and stuff. And thanks, guys, for that. It was a beautiful performance. Thanks. And we'll be back right after these words. See, it all works out, man.
Thank you so much.
See, now when I was a kid, I used to pray when I go to summer camp that summer camp would last all year and that I could stay away.
You should have
So
swapped.
see, I'm jealous of your. I think it's whatever you have, you want the opposite of.
Yeah.
You know, and all that.
Awesome.
Matt,
yeah,
you got the full Stern treatment in there. I mean,
it was fun.
It's got the engineer screwed stuff up while you're performing. I mean, as a fan, probably doesn't get much better than that.
It was pretty badass. It was pretty overall fantastic, and I got to talk about my parents, which is always a fun thing to talk about.
What's it like to have to perform and then be interviewed in between songs? It's got to be a very unique perspective for you.
Yeah, it works. It's easy to do. That stuff's easy. It's nice to have the guitar. I think if I was just there talking, I'd be fucked.
It was kind of like your
safety blanket.
Security blanket.
Yeah, I like it.
But to be such a big fan and then get up there, how quickly did the nerves go away?
Pretty quick. It's a pretty mellow scene in there. It's nice. It's just a surreal thing to be in the room that you've seen and that you've heard, you hear every day. So, but it was great.
And then
fun.
doing what you do best in front of this guy you respect so much. But
Totally.
It was stepped up and Scott worked it out. And,
I love that. that made it work for me. It was fucking up. That was
most
great.
musicians would, be pissed off that someone's, that your audio isn't working and the cables are broken.
He kept looking over at him. He just looked so fucking bummed.
Oh,
he was like,
you got the classic experience.
Yeah. It was good.
Well, thanks for coming by, man. Good job today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, thanks,
Right
Matt. Scott, safe to say you're having a rough go at things lately. Just the luck has not been on your side.
You said it, not me.
What happens in between these rehearsals, these setups, these tests that enables an error to happen in between? Like from a technical standpoint, what can occur?
Well, we checked it with a different guitar. So when they brought their guitars in, obviously they were a little different. So I tried to adjust for it, but it could have been a bad cable, or it could have been anything at this point.
Because at first
it's hard to track down when you've got a problem in the middle of a live performance.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's not pressure. It's just hard to pull things apart. So I went with the fastest solution I can come up with, and it was fine.
Ultimately, so it was replacing a cable.
Well, yeah, that's ultimate. Ultimately, yes. That's
in layman's terms.
In layman's terms, yes. Let's replace a cable and see what happens.
And in turn, I heard Howard say to you afterwards, well, it worked out for the last couple of songs. So.
He did. So I figured out the problem, and that's what I'm there for. If there's a problem, there wasn't a problem when we checked it, but problems do develop for some reason. Their guitars didn't match we have direct boxes. Didn't match it. The gain was not set right, so we just work around it as fast as you can.
Adjust on the fly, and I guess in the end, crisis averted.
Makers of Trojan condoms is bringing
because it could have been a lot worse with Howard.
Yeah, could have been. So it worked out good. Second song came out nice. Unfortunately, you don't like to see those things happen, but they do happen way too often.